Welcome back to Monsters of Drome, our Eberron campaign with a almost fully monstrous party of 4 today. Real quick, let's go through introductions. Tell me who you are, if you are promoting anything, and who you're playing today. Let's start with Tumeko.
So in Discord, I'm Nihilus, and I'm playing Tomeko. Tomeko's a Kenku wizard with some funky quirks and a funky book. Um, no social media to present, but I'm just happy to be here.
Fantastic, thank you. Moving on to Liana.
Hi, so I'm Bree. I'm playing as Liana. So she's an Elgin rogue. She's kind of like this elf lady, cool, very badass type of character. Kind of what she's doing here.
Fantastic. Alden. I mean, Mortis.
Hi, I'm Alden. I'm going to be playing Mortis, the uh, Minotaur barbarian, and he's going around searching for glory after his time in the arena.
Fantastic. That's right. You had an arena episode. And Rain, last but not least.
Sure. So I'm Grandmaster GM, and I am playing Rain Ironclaw, who is a female shifter, Longtooth, paladin of the Fury, who happens to be a goddess of the Dark Six, dedicated to passion and vengeance.
Fantastic. Welcome all. Let's get into it. In the scorching heat of the desert sun, the bustling streets of Bloodstone are alive with activity. Here, amidst the chaotic thrum of commerce and conflict, a disparate group of monstrous beings and an elf are navigating the crowded thoroughfares with some purpose each their own. As the harsh rays of daylight beat down upon the dusty streets, the inhabitants of Bloodstone go about their daily routines, their voices raised in a tumultuous symphony of languages and dialects. From the shadows of alleyways and market stalls, monstrous races from across Eberron converge upon the bustling town of Greywall, drawn together by the promise of opportunity and adventure. Among them are players, a band of unlikely heroes, or monsters, or evildoers, bound together by fate and circumstance. As they traverse the crowded streets of Bloodstone, they share tales of their past exploits. Mortis in the arena, for example. Dreams of future glory, perhaps for the nation of Drome itself, or to overcome some of the leaders of the various factions of Drome. Their footsteps echoing against the sunbaked cobblestone. At the heart of the bustling town stands several businesses, taverns, the Broken Sword, for example, home to the bartender and warforged named Maul. And you know that this is your safe zone, a place where fights are not allowed. They get shut down pretty quickly, and all walks of life are welcome in the Broken Stone Tavern. But today, before we get there, there is no time for rest and revelry, for the streets of Bloodstone are alive with danger and intrigue. For in the Monsters of Drome, the path to greatness is fraught with peril, and only the bravest and most cunning among them will emerge victorious in the end. We are starting in the streets of Bloodstone. This is a section of Greywall. Let's go around again and it's a hot day. The sun is baking down. You all are in the same general area. Again, bustling streets. This is a violent town. It can be. The Mind Flayer mayor, Zorduc, does not take too kindly to monster on monster violence, but he has been known to turn a blind eye, especially for any violence towards the Easterners, elvish, dwarvish, humanoid folks from Brayland and beyond. Tumeko, what are you doing in the streets of Bloodstone?
So Tomeko is kind of the outsider in this group. He's not directly affiliated with anybody. He barely really knows them, but he's following the instructions of the book. And what does the book reveal to him at this time, if anything? He's curious.
The book right now doesn't have anything. He's perhaps just wandering the streets, waiting for a sign.
So Temeko is shuffling along behind the group. The most recent sign that he saw was to follow, I think it was Mortis. That was the most recent one where he was, yeah, Mortis was the image that he saw in the book. But since then, it's just been swirls and spirals of arcane nothing. And so he's just continuing in his directive, he believes.
Fantastic. As you follow Mortis, you are drawn to the streets of Bloodstone, this district known for quite a bit of violence, but also trade and commerce. What is Mortis doing today?
He's walking through the streets right now. He's kind of heard rumors of some merchants who have been having issues with these raiders that have been attacking their convoys as they've brought goods into town. And he's looking to see if maybe they would need any assistance. So he spread his name out there, have any assistance with getting their convoys.
Yeah, as you talk amongst folks hoping to protect some commerce, are you mostly trying to protect commerce from monstrous folks, or do you also protect anybody with commerce along the Orient trade route that runs between the harsh sort of western frontier area between Drome and Brayland?
Well, he's kind of prioritizing not where he can make the most money, but what is considered the most dangerous routes. And being able to help get his name out there that he's the one who escorted them through those routes.
And you get some confusing looks. You being a Minotaur, one of the most dangerous routes is between Greywall and upwards of the north, which is the Orient trade route, a pretty well-established road that heads towards Silbaran in the Elden Reaches. But that road is heavily raided by a group of Minotaurs from Tarakbar's Fist, which is a well-known warlord in the region that is uncontested.
And especially knowing that that's the case, he certainly wants to get out there and maybe make a dent in one of the Minotaur warlords to make sure that all the Minotaurs also know, even though they don't really come out of the mountains that often, that he is the strongest of them all.
Okay. You get a few scoffs, and you hear more and more tales of Resh Tarakbar, the warlord of Tarakbar's Fist. They say that he's multiple times the size of you. They say that he has ruled Tarakbar's Fist since the last Resh Tarakbar, which he's taken as title. And you continue boasting about your strength and your focus to prove them wrong. Liana, you, as you walk through Bloodstone, anyone who is from the east, elves, dwarves, humans, and the like, they are definitely given a little bit of a different treatment. However, you have a special place in Greywall. How are you showing up in Bloodstone today?
So as I'm in Bloodstone, I'm kind of just wandering around, taking stock of everything, saying hi to the people I've seen through my travels. I'm not very well liked by everybody there, and I don't even take in the scoffs as an Eldrin, as an elf type. I know I'm not going to be the most popular, but I've definitely made it known that I don't take shit from anybody. So I'm just kind of not even taking in the bad energy around.
I'm walking with purpose, taking in everything that's going on.
And that's exactly the point. Anyone from the east that is in Greywall, or even in the walls or the blurry border of Drome, any Easterners or humanoids from other places do walk with a sense of competence, and they are likely able to handle themselves, and you also carry that with you. And last but not least, Rain, how are you arriving in the marketplace of commerce and violence in the streets of Bloodstone?
Rain is a very passionate individual, and she's a little depressed from ours as she recounts flashbacks to the time of dealing with Tigran, and dealing and sort of his Silver Flame Crusade. And yeah, she is just purchasing alcohol and other drugs and doing them. And if anyone, if there's an opportunity for a fight or an opportunity to enter the arena, she'll happily sign up for it. Um, as well as talk about the saving graces of the Fury.
Excellent. A very popular drug that has grown in popularity in the city of Sharn, but also here in Drome, is Dream Lily. Dream Lily is a bit of a painkiller like opiate. It provides a feeling of euphoria, lasts for about 8 to 10 hours. And folks who take it usually lay still in a relaxed state. Is Dream Lily maybe on the list of something that Rain would be purchasing for 1 gold?
Oh yeah, she certainly could use some Dreamily in between some binging. Certainly to relax her after probably binging on food and drink.
Sure, you easily find a seller of Dream Lily, although it is illegal in much of Corvair. In Greywall, legalities are blurred. How much Dream Lily does she buy?
I mean, she's just gonna buy enough to buy enough to basically relax and calm herself from her passions. Is what she will get just probably a dose for now.
Okay, I will go ahead and add that dose and subtract 1 gold from your inventory, as you are now the proud owner of a small vial of this greenish liquid that is sought after by many folks looking to kill their pain, both physically and emotionally. All right, as you are all in this busy marketplace, maybe together, maybe separate, but I'm going to have you roll initiative and let you know what happens here. I'm hoping that I can have you roll. Oops, maybe it won't put you in the turn order. Will it? Will it? Maybe I have to move you to the scene, I think. Did anybody get a prompt?
Nope.
No.
I'm just being moved to.
I'm going to try it again. I don't know if my let me roll that for you is actually working. I don't think I've updated.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Yep.
Great. Okay, so Rain, in your focus on obtaining the Dream Lily and your sort of lost in thought around Tigrind and the Silver Flame purge, essentially, which the history of Drome is fraught with all kinds of sad tales, one of which is that the Silver Flame Zealots have, this was a while ago, maybe 100 years ago, I'd have to check, but there was a purge of all lycanthropes in the nation of Corvair, and many of them were cleared out of Drome. And they still those who are known as the Pure Flame wish to continue making sure that the disease of lycanthropy does not resurface. So, poor Rain, with a low initiative score, as you're navigating through the streets, you bump into an ogre, and there is a stone ring near this ogre where he was in a friendly competition with another ogre where they pick up large stones to show their strength, and as you bump into him, you make him trip over the edge of the stone circle, and he drops the stone and he turns to you and bellows, "Ah!" And he starts to whip his chain around, which starts to hit some rocks nearby. It actually throws a bit of rubble at both Mortis and Liana, and Tumeko, following behind Mortis, gets hit with some of the dust too, and the streets kind of give room as these ogres turn to you, and the first one says, "How dare you interrupt our game?"
It was an accident, but if it's a fight you want, then I'll be happy to give you one.
I will throw you as I throw the stone so easily. You hear someone say something about the Flayer's Guard will stop you, and he says, "I'll kill him before the Flayer's Guard gets here." And we will jump into battle. Oh no. Every once in a while, my thing gets broken. There we go. Okay.
Cool.
Did everyone get a good view of the scene? Did that work?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We're just going to start with action. It felt like a fun thing to do. Okay. We move to the ogre first. This ogre back here, he's actually smiling as he seems to have won the stone lifting competition since his buddy dropped it. So he is going to hang back. He sort of grabs his big old stick, and he's waiting for the slivers to show up in his hand as he holds his hand out, waiting for his buddy to pay up. His buddy, not happy with Rain, is going to turn, and he's got this big old chain whip that was near the ground. He grabs it really quick, and he is going to go after you with that chain whip there, Rain. If I could find it. Here it is. Chain smash. Boom. Oh, describe how he misses you.
Yeah, he just clumsily swings and just hits Rain and bounces off her armor.
Ting! And he lets out a big, loud "Ah!" as he's frustrated. And that is, let's see if he can recharge that ability. Nada. Okay. We move to Liana. Do you choose to intervene or stay out of it?
I'm gonna intervene. I see what's going on. And as the rubble hit me from before, I'm kind of like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm looking around and I see what's happening as they're targeting Rain. And I think I'm gonna try to attack the ogre. That just kind of did a swing and a miss.
Sure, he's a big guy.
Yeah, let's see here.
T to target or double right click. Yep, looks like you're targeting. This is just a warm up, brushing off the dust of 3D combat.
I'm trying to oh, okay. I think I clicked it.
Yeah, you got crossbow expert attack. When you use your attack action and attack with a one-handed weapon, you could use a bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow. I think that is a
I think that's an addition. I have to do an
Mm-hmm.
additional attack first.
Yep, so you need a one-handed weapon first, and then you can use your bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow. And you might...
How do I pull up all my weapons on this?
If you double
They
click your
disappeared, now I
token,
can't find them.
if you double click on your token and then the inventory tab. Oh, and let me equip your hand crossbow. That might help. So I see a rapier, a javelin.
Yeah, I'm double clicking on her and nothing's coming up. So I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, which is very possible.
On your token? Huh.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. So with the rapier, you're probably going to need to get closer.
Yeah, I'm too far away from him.
Yeah, but you can still move. You got, he's about 20 feet away. So you get close enough with your rapier and you stick him in the side. Rah! As you pierce his tough skin. He's not wearing many clothes. It's a hot day. And then you can use that crossbow, the hand crossbow, as your bonus action. But you are close, so it'd be at disadvantage since you have to get close enough, unless you leave his range, but that gives him an opportunity attack on you.
Yeah, I'd rather try to use the rapier again.
I don't know if you could do...
Oh, I don't think I can.
It's a bonus action with a hand crossbow. That's your crossbow expert attack, so you cannot, unless you have double attack. Do you have 2 attacks as a level 5 rogue?
I don't think I do.
I don't think you do.
But if I go back a little bit, hopefully he doesn't take the opportunity to hit me.
Well, he does, since you went into his space, and then out of it he could take his opportunity attack to try to swipe at you. So, oh no! That is an epic fail for your hand crossbow. He is going to take a fist attack on you as you try to leave his space. And, oof, with a 23, he does smack into you as he backhands you. You roll out of the way to leave and then get off that that nat 1 for the crossbow. What happens that the crossbow fails so badly?
Oh, it's swing and a miss. She's pissed after what happened. She grabs for her crossbow to try to hit him, and it just does not work. It basically flings off of him, doesn't even leave a dent, a scratch on him.
Yeah, you sort of look at the hand crossbow like it malfunctioned in some way. All right. Any other movement, Liana?
Nope.
Mortis, you've seen the scene. You did get some bits and pieces smacking at you from the ogre's whip.
Yeah, so Mortis is one not to back down from a fight. And especially when he thinks that somebody's trying to just kind of bully someone for not really much of a reason. He walks up and says, "Come on, do you really think this is a fair fight with this one? How about you deal with someone your own size?" And then he pulls out his battle axe, takes a swing.
Oh, wow, it's going to be one of those days.
Yeah.
As you do your little speech saying, this isn't fair, is it worth it? He says, interference punishable by death. Yeah, what happens that your battle axe fails so badly?
As he says that, and Mortis pulls up his battle axe. He takes a swing, and just kind of wasn't calibrating the weight right immediately, and just kind of goes a little bit too far to the right. Just doesn't even hit. But as the battle axe hits the ground, he pulls it back up. Attacks again.
Oh,
There
that
you
time getting that slashing damage. I'm going to say that because of that nat 1, you'll still get your 2 attacks, but you are now sort of, that second attack is going to get caught by his chain whip. So, as much as you've done damage to him, it's now that you are sort of forced to be in close proximity with him as he has you in sort of a grapple, but you could obviously let go of your weapon if you don't want to be grappled.
That is just fine.
Anything else, Mortis?
No, I think that's it.
Tumeko. How does Tumeko respond, if at all?
So Tomeko is very much a stay out of the way kind of person. He watches Mortis to see what Mortis does, and he kind of squawks a little bit. Or oh man, I can't do the noise anymore. I used to be able to do it so well. I haven't tried it. Oh no. Um, there we go. That's a bit better. And then he mimics something he heard before. Bunch of assholes. And he figures that he may as well get in on this if Mortis is, because he has nowhere else better to be. So he's going to keep his nice distance that he's got going on. And let me think here, because at level 5, I think I get... that should be more. Well, anyway. He's going to start by casting a nice long-range spell at the Angry One.
The angry one.
We'll just stick with a cantrip for now. I was going to use Mind Sliver.
Okay. Just a reminder for everyone, if you want to get in first-person view, you're going to want to hit the L key on your keyboard. Mind Sliver Psychic as... Ooh, that's a fun effect. He fails his intelligence saving throw.
So Tomeko holds out the book and the staff and does a little chant and tries to get into this obviously not very intelligent creature using an intelligence spell.
Hey, man. You're right. He's not very intelligent.
You never know. Yeah.
All right. You disorient him with your spike of psychic energy, and he didn't even see you. He doesn't even know where it comes from. You see him sort of looking around and like furrowing his brow as if he's got a migraine. Anything else, Tumeko?
Tomeko's going to call out panically. He doesn't know if anyone else in the group has even noticed them following, but he'll kind of squawk in panic, I guess. That's all.
Yeah, you actually do notice something, Tumeko, if you want to include this in your squawk and panic, is that the crowd beyond this immediate scene is beginning to part as if a prominent figure is walking through. You see people not just clearing out of the way, but throwing their head and looking at the ground and covering their eyes. Rain Ironclaw, as you bumped into this, creating this scene, you sort of turn after seeing some of these folks jump in to try to help you. How does Rain react?
Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. And she draws her great sword and says, "Well, you ogres aren't exactly known for your intellectual wisdom, so let this be a very painful lesson." And she will swing her great sword as a right post, at this ogre.
Rah! Stay out of our game! Ooh, that does hit. Wow, at the 5 on the die, you see he is now bloodied as that strikes through his meaty flesh.
All right, and then I'll bring out a second attack.
Shifter's second attack, and that is a 1. Guys, you guys are going to die if this is how it's going to go today. Describe what... Oh, his chain whip is still tangled up with Mortis, so describe what happens with your greatsword on the second attack.
Sure. Well, she basically just swings at him, but, she's getting a little cocky. And she mistimes her swing, and her sword deals a deadly blow to thin air and possibly gets fumbled out of her hands.
All right. Weapon hits the redstone, which is the namesake for this region of Greywall. And anything else from Rain?
Yes, I believe I do have I can do a long tooth shifting strike. So actually, as my bonus action, I will shift.
Oh. Yeah, let's remind us what that does. Once per short rest, you can assume a more bestial appearance, lasts for a minute, and you get to gain temporary hit points. Describe what your shifting looks like.
Yeah, Rain becomes even hairier. She grows in height. Her tail becomes thicker, and the hair kind of cascades across her face. And her snout and her mouth and nose elongate out to become a snout. And her fangs become much larger and pronounced, like that of a wolf.
All right.
And her eyes turn red.
We move over to this ogre who originally stayed out of it, seeing his buddy, and he sort of begrudgingly says, "All right, I'll help." And he moves towards you, Rain in particular. And he targets you with his club. Great club. And a 16 misses as you go to bend over to grab your great sword. He swings sideways, ducks right over your head, the hair sprouting from your face. And then he is going to make a wisdom save, which he fails. You start to see his feet get really still as he was just walking towards you, and now his feet look a little bit ashen and gray. Chainbrute real pissed off now, and he's got his whip tied up with Mortis, so he's going to try to go after Mortis with his chain whip slicey deal again. This time it is a sweep. Oh, wait, is that... how does the sweep work? Oh, it's a dex save. You succeeded on the save, and it looks like you take half. So the chain sweep is, every creature within 10 feet must make a dex save. So I need a dex save from Rain Ironclaw. And are you 10 feet? Yes, Leanna is 10 feet away. So give me a dexterity save. You need a 14 or higher. On a successful save, you'll take 3. So, Rain, you're going to take the full 7 damage.
Okay, and that will eat up my temporary hit points.
And you're prone, which I can help you out with.
Alrighty.
So this chain starts swinging around, sweeping y'all into the legs, knocking Rain down. Mortis able to stay. I imagine Mortis is sort of hanging on to his weapon tied up in this chain sweep, so he's able to stay on his feet. And Leanna.
Yep.
That was an initiative roll, but...
Yeah, I didn't mean to do the initiative roll.
So on your sheet, if you're under attributes and click dexterity, let me see if I can prompt it in my let me roll app for you. Does that work?
Yep.
All right, you are fine too. As it comes around, it's one of those hopscotch deals, and you see it coming with your elvish nature. You're easily able to hop over this chain sweep. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
This fella too is gonna make a wisdom save. Ooh, he saves. He is fine. Leanna. You just dodged a chain sweep. What do you want to do?
So I see what's going on. I'm kind of like, fuck, I'm not gonna die like this. I'm gonna move a little bit closer to him, to this ogre that's... I don't think he's tangled up in Mortis's thing anymore, but I'm just gonna try to attack him now. I'm angry now that I did that terrible miss before. Just try to make up for it. So I'm gonna take out my rapier.
Okay. Ooh, that is a natural 20.
Nice.
This time you definitely
Nice.
made up for it. Describe this hit that works so well.
So I had stepped back before after that embarrassing miss. And as everything's going on, they're just attacking. They're angry, slobbering all over the place. I run up and just try to just jab him in the stomach, and I finally make a hit.
All right. You stay in his range there. Oh yeah, that's right. You got your hand crossbow.
Yep.
That one is gonna be at disadvantage. So go ahead if you hit control or if it prompts you for disadvantage because you are within his range, unless you want to risk an opportunity attack again.
No, I don't want to risk that again. So I think I'm just gonna be at disadvantage.
Yep. So that would be your another
My hand crossbow.
yeah. Yep. Okay, so you don't. I know it didn't roll disadvantage, but a 3 would not hit. So you stay in his range. Try to shoot it. You're too close. He's still swinging that thing around. It flies wide. And unless you're moving or have anything else, we'll move to Mortis.
Nope, we'll move to Mortis.
All right. So is his chain still wrapped up in my battle axe?
Yes, it is. You are hanging on. You've been swinging around with it. Like
All right.
Like a dangling on a vine.
Well, Mortis is going to get kind of around. He's gonna just yank the chain and then get the ogre to right in front of his friend, and then he's going to pull on the battle axe as hard as he can, and bring the ogre into his head and hit him with his horns.
Okay.
Um,
Tell you what, if you
Yeah.
give me a contested strength check, I might give you advantage if you win the contested strength check.
all right. Hold on a sec. Let me.
He didn't
Hold
do
this.
too well. You gotta beat a 10.
Okay. Hold on. Oh.
Oh yeah. So you end up grabbing your great sword that brings him closer, and then go ahead and make your next attack with advantage.
All right. And what's the bind for advantage shift?
Alt,
Alt.
if it works.
All right. I'm gonna attack with my horns.
Yeah, it didn't work. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Again.
Well, I got a nat 1, but I have to roll again.
Ooh, that was almost a 1 again.
Yeah, that would have been rough. All right. And when I hit him with that, I'm also going to use hammering horn for my bonus action.
I saw a hammer pop up. That's crazy.
Yeah, hammering horns. After I hit a creature with a melee attack, I can use my bonus action, shove the target with my horns. And I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna shove him into his friend behind him.
And that's a strength saving throw, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's see what his save is. He succeeds, so you cannot push it up to 10 feet away from you.
All right,
That's
and
the whole
as
thing, right?
all right, and then as he's stumbling back, Mortis is gonna just run into him one more time, just with his regular horn attack.
And that one does still hit as, he is hurt pretty bad, y'all.
All right, that's it.
Okay, Tumeko, you see the crowd dispersing is getting closer and closer as people quickly throw their gaze down to the ground and move out of the way.
is behind me or past the ogres?
Past the ogres, you do see sort of around you, though, several of the Flayer's Guard, which are mostly gnolls, are starting to show up, and they're surrounding the scene and climbing up. You all know that the Flayer's Guard is the military around here, and they enforce the laws, as do the various other folks, but as you all are probably aware by now, Medusa are very quick to shut down, especially monster-on-monster conflict in Greywall. So,
Temeko is going to kind of huddle up against this rock that he's close to here. He's going to try and make himself smaller, and he's going to squawk very, very loudly to try and get their attention. I don't know if you want to call that a bonus action, but I am genuinely trying to get their attention.
sure, I mean, it's a free action to make noise or talk.
Sure. Then trying to get the party's attention, trying to distract them from what they're doing, make them realize what's going on around them.
Okay, you all hear a loud squawk. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Temeko will. So he's coming from the other side. Okay, well. In that case, I'm not gonna. Let's just cast Mage Armor. Probably should do that. I don't know why I didn't do that the first time. Oh. Oops.
Wrong target?
Yes. Yeah, so we Mage Armor on myself, and Temeko's just gonna kind of shuffle around in one spot, getting antsy about what's going on around him.
Okay. If you go ahead and cast that on yourself by targeting yourself without the without using the skill or whatever.
I think I already have it on myself, actually, because I adjusted my armor class earlier to do that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I should probably change that back, actually. But yeah, that's me. I'm done.
Okay. Thank you. Rain. You're too caught up to notice that the Flayer's Guard is descending down upon you. You're in it.
All right. Well, Rain does see this guy as, he's pretty badly injured. So she's gonna try to end the fight. And she'll give him the opportunity potentially to be spared. And she just says, "Do you follow the Dark Six?"
And the ogre turns and he says, "I'm the Fury!"
And I am her champion. So bow before your superior.
No bow.
Very well then. And she will kind of leap up and sort of grab him, do the classic smaller fighter maneuver of kind of leaping on up, kind of grabbing him from the back and effectively trying to wrestle him to the ground using kind of her rather high strength.
Okay, so is it a grapple check?
Yep, I think so.
Okay.
It'll be her action.
Let's see. To grapple, remind me that he has to just do a. Is it a
Who's athletics?
athletics? You are just successful. 15 to your 16. So
Nice.
you wrestle with this guy. He's still trying to swing the chain, but since you're around his back and on his neck, he's swinging it over your head as you, put him in a chokehold?
Well, yeah, I put him in a chokehold actually with my snout and teeth.
Okay. So you just wrap around him. He is considered grappled. Anything else from Rain?
She just says, "You lost the fight. Give up. But you have fought hard. Give up, and give up, and you are and I shall spare you, for you are a worthy adversary."
He drops to his knees. He drops his chain whip just as his friend turns to stone. And you all see walking through the pathway a Medusa who doesn't look too pleased. You also see several gnolls from the Flayer's Guard coming into the scene, descending upon you all, and one gnoll specifically says, "Stop this nonsense." Oh, I see.
All right, I will release him and fall off his back to my own knees.
Mortis is gonna pick up his chain with the other hand and just slowly start unraveling it from his battle axe. And he just says, "Well, I'm not gonna give this up. So, can you give me like a minute? This is gonna take a minute."
The Medusa quickly walks up, and again, everyone's throwing their eyes down, except the ogres are not smart enough to do so. This fellow that you had dropped to his knees, he has his gaze down. He doesn't turn to stone. How do y'all react to a Medusa entering?
Well, as I
As soon
said,
as
I bowed her out of respect.
I immediately cast my eyes to the ground. I see what's happening. I'm just like, shit. I look down. I'm trying to like slowly back away from the situation.
Okay.
Mortis doesn't even see though. He just knows that people are approaching, and he's just too busy unraveling the chain from his axe. So he just isn't paying attention to anything.
Okay. You hear this guy's booming voice, and he says, "Clear the scene. We'll deal with the stoned one. You, ogre, do you yield?" And he's sort of down still by rain, and he just sort of nods and he says, "I yield." He snarls at all of you, "Get out of here before you become one of the statues in the Carta."
Don't gotta tell
Oh,
me twice.
I, yeah, of course we'll be leaving now.
Okay, they clear out the street. Where do y'all head? You all were involved in this. If you don't know each other, perhaps now's the time to converse as you all clear the area. You head in the same direction. The shifter.
Do I get detained at all by these guys, or they let me go with them?
They let you go.
All right.
Unless you were continuing to fight the ogre, but you had him yield, and they just wanted to essentially stop the violence. They see this stuff pretty regularly.
Very good. Yep.
Well, I'm gonna turn around and see Temeko standing there, kind of in the corner. And kind of look at him a little oddly and just say, "Oh, you're still here? I'm kind of surprised you decided to follow."
Himeko
Well,
will shuffle forward and look deep into Mortis's eyes, and then squawk very loudly and shuffle away. That's all.
Oh, well, okay. Well, okay. And then he's gonna turn to the other two.
He points with a feathery finger.
Okay, I'm glad to see you haven't changed. Was he with either of you, or is this him dealing with me? I'm not sure. And he's kind of like pointing that toward, or saying that to the rest of the group.
I'm just kind of holding my crossbow, still thinking about what happened earlier. So as I'm walking, I'm just kind of inspecting it, kind of like twirling it in my hand, still thinking about that. And I just look up at Mortis and I'm like, "You haven't noticed him trailing you the entire time? Interesting." And then I just look back at my crossbow, just wondering why it wasn't fucking working before.
I will admit I have not seen either of your kind around here. Crowman and elf. There's usually monsters and orcs and the like that live in these lands. And, of course, mine as well. But we are considered monsters in Thrain, so I consider myself one.
Well, if you haven't heard of me before, then haven't been doing my job well. I'm Mortis. I am an arena fighter. And, trying to get glory is and recognition is my whole purpose. So
I have seen your posters. I recognized you. I just didn't recognize the elf or the crow man.
well, the elf has been traveling with me for a little bit, but the crow seems to only show up time to time. But he'll just decide to follow every once in a while, which is why I'm not all that surprised that he's here, but just somewhat.
I see. Well, if he is a friend of yours, then he is a friend of mine. Plus, I appreciate you having me back at my back there against those two idiots.
Of course, that doesn't hurt bull's reputation to take on some ogres. So, and I knew that they weren't going to be any problem for me. So, why not?
And certainly the Fury sends you her blessings as well.
Well,
As she proudly displays her holy symbol to the goddess of the Dark Six.
Mortis, can I do a insight, intelligence, history? Because would he know about what that is when she flashes it? Is this a well-known?
Oh yes, Mortis would. Is Mortis from Drome?
Yeah, but the mountains. It's like a very. He came from a very isolated background until like sort of recently, so he doesn't really know much about the culture. He showed up a few years ago and then just kind of started fighting people and didn't really pay all too much attention to the culture. He's just there to. He's there for himself.
Gotcha. Well, even a few years in Drome, you would know that the Dark Six are the patrons or spiritual kind of deities of Drome. They represent various things, but the primary one is the shadow. The shadow is sort of our shadow side, and the monsters of Drome see the shadow as the primary of the deities because of all of their monstrous abilities are sort of from the shadow, and they embrace that. For example, the Harpy's song, what might be seen as sort of an evil kind of feature, is actually used to draw the workers into the quarries. There's also the Fury, which is sort of the power of nature and emotion. There are 6 of them, but the Dark Six.
And she is the patron of barbarians.
All right. So yes, you would have definitely heard of the Dark Six and know about them roughly.
Okay.
Does
Well,
Mortis follow a religion?
No,
Okay.
I know. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. So I'm gonna say he kind of looks over the symbol, and just looks back up at her. Oh, well, if you're a patron of the gods and you're giving me my blessing, then I'm sure it will bring upon me good tidings in battle. So thank
The
you.
gods of
I
power.
can.
Well, the gods of power, the strong gods, not the gods of weakness and effete foolishness they call civilization.
Well, if they're gods of power, then they certainly have blessed me. So maybe you can tell me more about these gods at some point in the future. I've never been a patron myself, but who knows? I'm willing to listen.
Temeko,
Well, our gods were the ones, they were cast into darkness by their fellow gods who did not understand or appreciate them and viewed them with suspicion and contempt.
Temeko
They are the
walks up.
Dark Six.
Asks,
Those others are called the 12, although they call themselves the Sovereign Host. But they are weak. And that is why I reject them. And why anyone who is strong should as well.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm sure that they will see the people who are truly strong and bless them. So, who knows? Maybe I will start reading into it more, but for right now, we need to get moving. I've heard about some
Yes,
some
yes, and you will
jobs.
not go. And if you follow us, you will not go to Dolor like the fools who follow the weak gods. You will join the strong gods in paradise.
Temeko shuffles up and grabs Mortis by the wrist and mimics a phrase he heard earlier. I need a drink. And he clucks a little bit. Oh, I need a drink. And he starts pulling Mortis.
I hear
Oh,
Tamiko say this, and I'm like, a drink. Now we're talking.
oh, well, you can get a drink before we go. I guess a little bit of time to rest up before I go. At least I go out and find something that someone who may need my services. So, and
Temeko
the tavern's a good place to start anyway.
A fight like that, I
This is a
definitely need
great
to
place
sit
to
down.
indulge our passion. And I would be happy to join you if you would like.
You all are nearby the Tavern of the Broken Sword, as is indicated by its iconic giant sword with the tip broken, leaning against the tavern. It is hot. You're looking for a break from the heat, a drink, as Tumeko had shown a desire for. And you walk into the familiar Broken Sword Tavern.
Well, I guess that Mortis is the first to walk in and walks in and yells out, bartender, uh, uh, 4 drinks, if you may, of your strongest mead.
4 drinks it is. Any grist for you tonight? Hungry?
No. I don't need any food to slow me down. I think just the drinks at least for me.
Who's your soft, fleshy friend there?
Mead and keep it coming. I don't want any of your food. I just need drink after a fight like that one. Then I just
Feisty
kind of
one.
grab the table closest and sit down.
He grabs 4 drinks and gets back to this project he's working on. As you all peek over the bar, you see him editing a job board.
Temeko walks up to the job board, stands underneath it as he's doing whatever thing he is. I imagine this guy's probably quite a lot taller than Temeko. So he's just kind of hanging out underneath him, and Temeko opens up the book and sees what the book says.
Yeah, you check it out. He's, clearing out some old stuff, writing in some new things. Maul, I think all of you may have met before, is this Warforged who has seen battle for sure. He is a kind soul, but he is also stern in the rules of the Broken Sword, which, as you may recall, that everyone is welcome, and any fight that breaks out is met with the entire tavern shutting it down as quickly as possible. So there are veterans of all shapes and sizes in here. Ogres, harpies, goblins, kobolds, all sharing tables and the like. You see on the job board 3 jobs that look like they would pay silvers. One is a convoy wanting safe passage through the streets of Greywall. And it says to visit the House Thrashk Enclave in the Kalabas, which is the goblin term for the kennels, where the more humanoid population lives in the eastern side of Greywall. Another says that a Dhakaani ruin has been occupied by outsiders. Talk to Zorduc in the Eye of the Hydra Halls to learn more. And the last one says a troll hasn't responded to his grist duty. Talk to Melodious at the Venomous Voice. Maul sees you looking over him and he says, "Looking to make some silvers, huh?"
Mecca stays silent and looks deep into the book and sees if there's any direction from it.
Yeah, do you touch the book at all? Turn a page?
Sure.
Okay. You turn a page or two and you see that other pages are dedicated to monsters that are seen as a threat in Drome. And
Oh no, sorry, I'm talking about Temeko's
Oh, Temeko's book. Sorry, I was thinking you were looking at the job board and imagined that as a book. Okay.
No.
Okay, so so Temeko sees the job board and he looks at the book for direction.
Yes, he looks at the book for any hints.
Okay, he doesn't see anything. Choice is yours today, Temeko.
I noticed Temeko looking over at the board, and I call over to him. See anything interesting? Anything catch your eye?
And he grabs all 3 job papers from underneath Maul
Wait.
and shuffles back towards the table without saying anything else.
You're not taking all 3, are you? Oh, damn bird. So you bring it to the table with your friends?
Yes, and he slaps them down on the table in front of Mortis and Liana.
Maul, you see behind the bar, sighing as he sort of wipes up something and starts to head that way, but he's moseying.
Mortis turns over to Maul and just says, sorry about that. We'll hand them back to you when we're done.
I only take the jobs you're looking to get paid for.
We will, don't worry.
Got a lot of problems in Drome. Can't solve them all.
I start leafing through the paper on the table, and I'm just kind of like, I could use a couple silvers. What do you think, Mortis?
Well, conveniently enough, one of these was a job that I've heard a few whispers about around the tavern for the past week or so. Apparently, there's been a few convoys that have attempted to pass through the mountain. Haven't had any luck. In fact, all of the mercenaries they've been hiring have not come back. And I feel like if there's someone who can complete a job like that or come back, tell the tale, that's certainly, that'll certainly be a good thing for them.
I look at Rain and I'm like, well, I know we just happened across you in this random fight, but you definitely held your own there. Care to join us?
Thank you. Yes, I'd love to.
Mecco can what does he know about the Dhakaani Empire?
Ooh, roll a history check, Temeko.
I lost my character sheet 1 second.
Oh, yep, you probably got to access it through the sidebar.
Oh, I got it. Here we go. History check.
I get it. It's confusing.
With a 16, you would know that all goblinoids, so goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears, and such, well, actually, going way back, you know the general history that the entire nation of Corvair was dominated by goblinoids from the past, ancient goblinoids, and those ancient goblins were called the Dhakaani. So all ruins, all caverns and cave networks and dungeons that are sort of found and discovered are most likely from the Dhakaani Empire that was wiped away. You would probably also know that they were wiped away from a aberration, basically. With a 16, you would probably know that there was just some powerful aberration from some otherworldly plane that had wiped them out.
Okay. So Tomeko takes the sheet for the convoy escort, puts it up, and then he takes the sheet for the Dhakaani Empire ruins, pushes it up so that they're next to each other, and he casts a little minor illusion above the Dhakaani Empire sheet with a goblin head spinning and then just exploding. And then another goblin head spinning and exploding, just repeatedly. And he, in a sense, trying to express a preference. But he doesn't reveal anything about his intentions, obviously, being nonverbal.
I see this and I start laughing. It seems as though he's made his choice. What do you guys think? Should we explode some goblins?
Tomeko climbs on over the table and gets on Mortis's shoulders.
Naturally.
I think it's clear that yes, he's made his choice, but I certainly have a preference, and it may not be for that one, but you know, convoy trade and commerce will always happen. So, and from the sounds of it, I don't think anyone's gonna be getting through that pass anytime soon. So
Tomeko leans in close to Mortis's ear and whispers, "Agent of Change."
Of course.
oh well, if
And then he falls off Mortis's shoulders and shovels back onto the other side of the table.
this is, I'm assuming that means that this is something to do with fate, and if there's one thing I do know: if fate is pointing me somewhere, then I'm sure it will bring me great fame, no matter what I decide to do. So, if we're gonna be exploding some goblins, then we should probably be getting a move on. How does everyone else feel about that?
Tomeko smacks his head against the table. He is failed.
I chug back the rest of my mead and I just slam it on the table. Let's do this.
Rain finishes off her drink. Probably probably Corluat, in fact a goblin beverage called Hero's Blood.
Yum.
Yep.
Mortis is also gonna slam his back too. I'm not gonna pay for this and not drink it. But
Tomeko doesn't drink any.
and Mortis grabs Tomeko's and drinks it as well. All right. Are we all ready to go then?
Are we all ready to go then?
I stand up and start walking out, and I just shout back behind myself, "Cool, thanks for paying." And I just walk out the door, expecting them all to follow afterwards.
Maul comes to grab the papers and says, "Well,
We decided on one. What was the one? The
Dhakaani ruins.
Yeah, the Dhakaani ruins. And he picks up the sheet with the Dhakaani ruins in one hand, and then the other two in the other hand, and hands it back to Maul. I think we're gonna be taking this one, so don't worry. Your job board still has 2 jobs on it.
Always more to do. Hey, when you talk to Zorduc, tell him he owes me.
Jimeko smacks the
Ooh.
Warforged with his staff a little bit, dunk, 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 and says, always more to do, and walks back out after Liana.
Okay. You guys head out.
I'll let him know.
Y'all head out into the hot streets of Bloodstone, and you have your paper that says, talk to Zorduc in the Eye of Hydra Halls. You would know that Hydra Halls is a large sort of dormitory-style building, monster created. So it houses monsters of various shapes and sizes, and that there are various wings. Well, there's a wing, but there's also a tooth wing, an eye wing, a fang wing, a talon wing, things like that. As you walk to Hydra Halls, any discussion about the task at hand?
Jimeko is very shifty-eyed around Rain, and he wherever Rain positions themselves in the group, Jimeko's on the opposite side.
Nice.
Mortis is just kind of walking and very, very focused on just getting to where he wants to, on where they need to get, and not really caring about anything else. So he's just pushing his way through the crowds and just walking straight there.
Okay. You enter the long dormitory hallway of the Eye, and there are doors on either side that stretch down the long hallway. Probably 20 doors on each side of this hallway. This seems to be housing for more humanoid-shaped folks. So standard doors may be a little bit bigger, a little bit wider than humanoid doors. But this is definitely not the ogre and giant quarters.
We're looking for a person named
Zorduc.
Zorduc.
Yeah, you
I
see
spelled
some
Sorry, go ahead.
Zorduc.
I spelled said Horduuk. I got fancy with it.
So yeah, every once in a while you see a door open. There's a hobgoblin that leaves. You see someone coming from the outside, entering a door. Goblinoid. You see a bugbear kind of come through. What do you do?
I kind of turn back to the party and say, well, I think we found where we're supposed to be. They give any other instructions on where they wanted us to be and what they needed us to do?
Jimeko walks up and takes the paper out of what I assume like Mortis' pocket or something and
Yeah.
shoves it in his chest.
We're just gonna kind of like look at it and read it and see if there's anything that like says like gives any direction on who they're supposed to be meeting specifically. If they say like I know they gave a name, but like any description.
No, the pamphlet simply says, talk to Zorduc in the Eye of Hydra Halls.
All right.
I'm kind of trying to peer over Mortis's shoulder as he's looking at the paper. I think it just wants us to find this Zorduc guy. If we just keep going through, I'm sure someone with that kind of ominous name is going to make himself known. But I just kind of keep walking down the halls, just
You see
looking around.
Bugbear kind of overhear you, and he turns his head up. He's like, "Oh, are you looking for Zorduc?"
Yep, Zorduc.
Ah,
Yeah.
and he points down the hall and he says, "That's him there." And there's a couple people in the hall, but you see this a red-haired hobgoblin look up, and his eyes get wide, and he darts into a door, and you hear it slam, and you hear like a little click even from down the hall.
I immediately run down the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk slowly up to the door and knock on it.
I'll follow as well.
While they do that,
Oh, we're being
Tomeko,
okay.
just ever the contrarian Tomeko is, he's gonna look for, is there anything shiny?
Shiny.
He's gotten them this far. He's completed his task. Now he's gonna get distracted.
Yeah, give me
Okay.
a investigation check, Tomeko.
Just if anyone has anything,
Naturally.
in their pockets, that sort of
Of
thing.
course.
In their pockets or
Oh,
oh,
he's open-minded.
with a
He's
26,
open-minded.
you definitely find a sliver, a little bit of a tooth. This is essentially the equivalent of like coin in Drome. Yeah, you'd say you'd find a sliver that's, your guess is it's worth probably 20 silver.
There you have it, folks.
Someone must have dropped it.
Meanwhile, Tomeko's just gonna
Good for
roam
you.
around the bigger area of the place. He'll keep an eye on where the other people in the group are, but he's not gonna participate in what they're doing over there.
Okay.
Unless he has to.
Yep, you see people socializing. You see mostly goblins and bugbears and the like. If you go out to the main area, you see bigger beasts as the Hydra Halls opens up to accommodate them. Meanwhile, you two at the door. What about Rain?
I'll follow them. I'm gonna follow them to the door.
Okay, they knock on the door. What do y'all say?
So, hello? Are you who we're looking for?
Extremely busy. Extremely busy. Come back later.
I mean, you put this ad out looking for people. Why would you do that if you're busy?
Oh, the ad. And he says, how do I know you're responding to the ad?
Mortis is just gonna pull it out of his pocket and start reading it word for word.
Of course. My apologies. You hear the click of the door open up, and he swings it open. He says, "Come in," and like ushers you in quickly. Looks through the hall. Do y'all enter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He ushers you in quickly, shuts the door behind, and locks it. And he says, "Welcome. I'm Zorduc, and you're just here answering the ad. Did any nefarious folks follow you?"
Not as far as I know, no.
Tomeko squawks loudly from the other side of the door.
I swear.
Don't
I swear,
worry.
I don't have
he's
it.
With,
I don't
he's
have.
with us.
I mean, of course I don't have it.
But what do you not have?
Oh, I don't
Now-
have a clue. Is what I don't have. He's with you. The squawk. You must have a familiar of some sort.
Hex the
No.
door.
Can I look around the room? Can I like do an investigation check, see if I can figure out what he's so squirmy about?
Sure. Go ahead and roll investigation.
I'm gonna assist that. Because while she's like looking around, I'm gonna open the door up so Tomeko kind of walks through. So his attention's on that.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, he's definitely, as you start to look around, he looks at Liana, and then he sees you quickly open the door. He rushes over to before you even get to. Before he could shut it on you, you let Tomeko. Tomeko, do you come in?
Yes, Tomeko comes in.
And as you come in, he sort of backs up and he goes, not a familiar. Okay, you're answering the job board, and then he sees Liana and he says, "Oh, please, stand over here." And he tries to get you guys to not meddle so much, but with your investigation, can you roll investigation again since you had advantage with the distraction?
Sure. How do I roll with advantage?
Well, you already rolled it once, so just roll it again normally, and then we'll take the higher number.
Nice. Please be higher.
Hey.
Ooh, yep.
Nice.
So, as you look around, you see that he seems to be obsessed with ruins and maps. There are maps everywhere, but they are also very much abstract, like drawings and sketches. It looks to be like warped images of maybe familiar creatures. For example, sketches of goblins with two mouths, or four-armed things that normally have two arms. You see like this sort of typical horror movie like eyeball sketch that is like so driven into the paper that it looks like he's just sort of didn't even realize how much he was, creating the eyeball. He looks to be a man that maybe has a little paranoia, and maybe is also on the edge of reality compared to most.
So after he says that, I kind of stick my hand on a table, shuffle some papers around, and I pull that drawing up of the eye, and I kind of hold it in the air. And interesting. So,
Oh, please,
what's this about?
please keep your hands to yourself. Please, you're here for the job board, and there's, I believe it's there. There's some things afoot, and I just want you to check it out. I just can't leave. I can't.
Check what out? Check what out?
The occupation of the ruins of Sharuk Tal.
The ruins.
Yes, the ruins, the ancient Dhakaani ruins are everywhere, but the ruins of Sharuk Tal, I believe it's been occupied.
By who?
I don't know that. I don't know that. I know that they don't have good intentions. They don't work for the daughters. They don't want us here.
Okay, so he's crazy. Should we leave, guys?
Whoa! Not crazy, not crazy, not crazy. I've got a connection with places you don't have a connection to, and I could reward you. I've got slivers. I've got things that may be of value to you. What do you want?
Ooh, rewards. Now we're talking. Mortis, what do you think we should ask for?
Well, um, I think that. So you obviously know about the ruins, but I'm confused. How do you know that they're occupied right now? You don't know anything about them.
Well, how do I explain? Well, you already think I'm crazy. I know things. Things come to me in a way they don't come to you, and you gotta trust me.
Oh, really?
Temeko is standing behind a curtain on the other side of the room. And you hear him squawk from behind the curtain. Things come to me, and they don't come to you. Yay.
You're not helping your case, bud.
Okay, well, I believe I'm not like other hobgoblins. I come from a line that has a connection to the dreaming realm, and I've been paying attention, unlike most folks, but I've been paying attention, and I've been seeing things, and they consume me, but I've mapped it out, and it matches the terrain, and matches the landscape. I've found other ruins. It's been proven. It's been proven.
Yeah? Well, I don't like the idea of going on a mission off of dream intel. And if I
Wait a minute,
am
wait
going to
a
be
minute.
doing that,
You don't know about the Dalcor?
The what?
The Dalcor.
Tell me more.
The realm of dreams. I've seen it.
What
Fine.
kind of dreams?
No. You think I'm crazy. You think I'm crazy. I shouldn't have done it. Why did I put out a quest? What was I thinking?
I was just kidding. Tell me more. You're not crazy. I just want to know how I can help you and you can give me gold.
Oh, gold. Slivers or Eastern coin? Which, I don't know if I can get Eastern coin. I mean, I'm sure I have some coin here. There's definitely plenty of Easterners in the Kalabas. I could perhaps rob some of them. You could tell he doesn't quite have a filter for keeping things in his brain. A little bit, but he's saying things out loud that he probably shouldn't. Okay, coin, yes. Coin, I can get you coin, and I'll give you a map of the one that's strongest, the one that has shown up these last 10 days over and over and over. You follow the map, and you just make sure it's not occupied. It's probably nothing. It's probably nothing.
Mortis is gonna walk up to him and just take the map out of his hands. Okay, I'm getting tired of this, and with how you've been acting, you're making me want to get something now to make sure that this is a worthwhile use of our time.
Okay. How about 20 gold, Eastern gold each, and slivers. I've got teeth. I've got displacer beast teeth. I've got a lucrata. I got a lucrata fang.
East.
Teeth. The
Yeah.
teeth. The currency of Greywall. Teeth. Teeth of the beasts in the monster hunt. The sisters of Sorakel. They want us to clear out the beasts that cause problems, and I've got those teeth.
Then you have to give us half of the payment now.
Half?
Half now and half when it's over.
Yes, half now, but I'm afraid I don't trust you. So step out in the hallway and
I don't trust you. You're the one who needs our services. So
yeah.
I think that you should be giving us a retainer. And I'm gonna intimidate him.
Okay, intimidation check. And I'll give you advantage. There's 4 of you. There's 1 of him. You're like, this is starting to feel like a shakedown to him.
Timeko's doing nothing helpful in this conversation. He's standing behind curtains. He's sliding under the guy's bed.
Oh.
Like he's
Oh
just.
my gosh. He says, of course. He goes over and you see him like lift up a piece of the floorboard. He goes into his spot, which he would normally never show anyone. He opens up this chest. It's got quite a bit in it. And he shuffles through some Eastern coin, and he holds it all out for you. It's a 25 gold coin each. You see several teeth in there as well as some jewels that shine from the small chest. He puts it away, shuts it, and hands you 25 gold each. And he says, "There's more. If you just come back and tell me it's empty. Tell me what you found. Tell me if there's graffiti, if there's anything going on there. But it's probably just a dream."
Tumeko squawks.
Do you have
at
a
him.
map of where you want us to go?
He just took it from me.
Okay.
Tumeko squawks at him and mimics him. I don't trust you.
I don't. He speaks.
He speaks. Squawks loudly in his face.
Mortis just kind of like laughs at him. Don't worry, you can trust me. I can tell you, I am a minotaur of my word. We'll go and write down any strange symbols or take any little artifacts or whatever you're after. I don't know. We'll go and we'll tell you what these ruins.
And if you're captured, if you die, I'll see. I'll know. But come back.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see it.
Come back, please.
He's just gonna turn around put the money in his pocket, turn around, walk out. All right. Well, let's get the show on the road, everyone.
Meko
Okay.
stays back for a moment and shows the guy his magical tome, but he doesn't open it, and he pats it and stares into the guy's eyes.
Nice birdie.
And Tomeko walks out. He opens the book briefly. Does the book show anything?
Yes. Let's see. That is the Traveler, right? You open the book and you see like a swirling black ink of first a set of ruins on these like rocky hills. You see sort of like a magic emblem swirling in it, and then out of like the bottom it sort of erupts and you see a dark eyeball swirling like the ink that you saw on the page in his room, bursting through the ruins. What? I can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm push to talk. I forgot. Tomeko quickly closes the tome and shuffles that behind Mortis, um, and he doesn't show him the tome, but he screeches at Mortis.
Morris kind of turns around and looks at him. Yeah, yes.
He mimics the guy in the room. Very good, very good. And keeps walking.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. And then he just turns around and starts walking. And he kind of he murmurs to himself. I don't know. He follows, and he keeps walking.
Tomeko conjures a little image above his feathery hand, or wing, I guess, and it's a big eyeball, big swirly black eyeball, and then it pops.
Y'all have a chance to take a short rest if anyone wants to.
Sure.
As you sort of collect your things, shake off the dust from Bloodstone and the conflict with the ogres. If you're on your character sheet, there should be a little S rest button near your hit points, I believe.
It does, yeah.
And you check out the map, and it looks like you will have to leave Greywall, but it is not far. Few hours travel outside of Greywall. It is actually towards the east. Again, the border between Drome and Brayland is a fuzzy one, but there are known ruins around, and you see the ruins of Sharuk Tal on the map. SHARUK-TAL. And you begin to make your trek that way. I'd say it's later afternoon by the time you get there. You see it in the distance, a few mounds and hills with old ruins. There are steps, there are some colorful trees around. And from a distance, you don't really notice anything. How do you approach?
Meko just keeps walking.
Okay.
He has a very strangely steady pace. He kind of waddles, bops forward. He never stops.
Morris kind of like as he walks up to the ruins, kind of like looks around, checks for anything, any like marking symbol, something like that.
Yeah, you see several statues spread throughout the ruins, but as you sort of walk into the ruins, there is a goblin on a warg that is perched up above you a little bit and off in the way. This scene might be a little laggy, just FYI. If you want to lower your settings, it might help. Hopefully, it goes pretty smoothly. And the goblin on the warg, he sort of shouts out and he says, "Best clear out now. You're in the wrong spot at the wrong time." Is everyone loaded in?
Ah, yes, I see.
Ooh, wow.
All right, let me
Oh, I see where he is.
give you a little eye candy.
Ooh la la.
Nice.
Fancy.
As this, oh, maybe I should have pulled that off. We won't do initiative quite yet. We'll see if we get there. But this goblin on a warg, you guys are already targeting him. You know I see your targets, right? Ease up, y'all. You see this guy who says, best back off now. And as you look around, I think I disabled the vision. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, you see off over here is a goblin on this perch here. And this goblin is chanting, and there is a bit of a like runic symbol kind of dancing in the air around them. And you see sort of a flickering light by the stone archway over here.
Can Tumeko interpret the ritual or the rune?
Ooh, yeah, give me an Arcana check. That's right, you're a wizard. I forget these things.
You're a wizard bird.
You're a wizard. Oh, wow, that is
You're
a
a
very
wizard.
skilled... You know that he
Knows.
is actively attempting to open a portal.
Tumeko, you can steal my bonus action from me in the combat turn if there is one, just to do this, but Tumeko's going to open the book, look for direction.
Yeah, you see sort of chaos, and again that eyeball popping up out of the earth. It looks like change.
Yay! He closes the book and hides in the shadows.
Well, Mortis is gonna kind of like glare at Temeko a little bit and just look a little confused, and then turn back to the goblin and just say, "Don't worry, we're here just to look at some stuff. We're not gonna be any trouble to you. Just sightseers."
He responds with, "Maybe you didn't hear me," and he whips out his javelin and holds it up, and he says, "I said clear out."
And Mortis grips his axe, grips his battle axe in one, says, "Maybe you didn't see this, but we're just sightseeing. You should just let us do it before this gets bad."
Yes,
Could I roll a persuasion check?
Yes, you clearly did not see this either, and Rain will produce her holy symbol.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Leanna?
Can I roll a persuasion check and persuade him to let us go past?
It won't be successful because these guys
I know.
are
There's too many of them.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and just go into initiative. Let's change up our music here as we enter into combat. Liana, did you get that initiative prompt?
I did not.
Do you know how to roll that from your sheet? Because I don't think that was working for you for some reason.
Is that going to be in my attributes?
Did that one work?
If you go to the initiative at the top and click it, right? Like that rolls it. Like if you click the word initiative.
Yes. So I'm looking at your sheet. Where is initiative, y'all? Oh, it's on the right-hand side at the top next to movement. You should be able to click on the word initiative.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Oh my god, of course.
All right. I know, right? Things are obvious when they are. We'll start with Rain as you see these folks, particularly the warg, getting ready to unleash his javelin at you. What do you do? I'm going to change this music.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that was me. I actually rolled so well. I don't tell this stuff usually. It always last. Usually. Yeah. All right. Well, so first off, I will start off by shifting. Becoming incredibly much more wolf-like. Automatically wolf it. That's awesome. All right, and I will move forward.
If it's too laggy, I'll get rid of some of these little fancy lights.
All right, and I will move forward. There we go. Is there a way to move your token while showing the while measuring?
You have to click off the measure thing. But it should if you are just on the regular select.
Oh, cool. I think
yeah.
I maybe got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was about it.
And since we're in battle, if you have your token selected and you just hover over a target, it'll show how far they are.
Oh, cool.
And if you're using the bottom Argon combat HUD and you have a ranged item, it should, when you click on it, it'll show short and long range, like on the map with white and red lines.
Okay. Yep. I'll just continue, and I will just dash forward.
Okay.
Drawing my greatsword as I do so.
Okay, you run forward towards this warg slash goblin warg rider. Do you say anything? You're just like, ah!
I just cry out, you betray the Fury! Prepare to face her wrath.
And you notice that this particular goblin on this warg is not modern. He's not wearing any clothes like goblinoids wear in Greywall or in Drome at all. He looks like he's from some other time. Mortis.
Okay, I'm going to dash up to the goblin org. Like, there we are. I'm gonna dash up to him. Exactly. 61.1. That's fine, right? You usually get 5 feet.
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna collide me.
Oh. Can you get there? Dang.
Yeah, 60 feet. And because that, because I'm a Minotaur, I do, I'm gonna make a melee attack with my horns as my bonus action because I have Boring Rush. So I see that one on the warg, and I move, and I just lower my horns at him and attack Hold on. Doesn't put my.
Oh. There we
Ooh.
go. Yeah, as you come at him, you miss. What does Goring Rush do? Immediately use
I
your
just.
dash. Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you come at him, and the warg sort of rears up, and you fly under his massive paw. You hear the warg and goblin say, "Ha, this is gonna be fun."
Do I still got an extra attack, or like, are we going on Star
No.
Wars rules? Okay.
Nope. If you use your
Then.
dash, that is your whole spiel.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna be.
We move to these guys who you might not have seen yet, as they are behind walls. This one, let's see. I'm gonna have to use first-person view to check out what he sees. Oh boy, I'm getting dizzy. Okay, what do you see, buddy? He's gonna have to peek through a wall. I think I can get him to do this without risking being exposed too much. Okay, that's better. Oh, who does he see? Ah, Nunya. Nunya, are you kidding me? All right, buddy. What are you gonna do? He's gonna have to expose himself and climb up a little bit. He will get up on this platform here, and then he can get a view of the land. Okay, now he can see Tumeko. Yep, you're the best shot, Tumeko, so let's see if he can get you in his... He's a sharpshooter. You see, let me show you this guy. You know, might as well show off these Hero Forge characters. See this fun-looking goblin with a bow and arrow, and he will be targeting in normal range to Meko at 93.5 feet away. Ooh, and a 19 as you are looking kind of the other way. Your concentration is tested and failing. Was that your mage armor? Or something else? You might have been concentrating on something that's long ago, no longer a thing. He makes 2 attacks and... Ooh, what is this one? Ooh, I gotcha. Okay, so he is going to... I'm just checking, reminding myself of these features. Oh yeah, okay, good. So he's going to take a second shot again at Tumeko, and then he's going to use Nimble Escape. That is another hit. Tumeko, you get 2 arrows in your body. You are already wounded as these guys... by the way, these are all going to be tough battles, y'all, as I balance them to be for episodic work. He drops back down and does his nimble escape thing, so he is considered hidden. Nimble escape, bonus action, disengage or hide. Okay. Tumeko, you just get rocked by 2 arrows. Hurt you pretty bad there. I cannot hear. I see you lighting up again. Can anybody else hear him?
Is that better?
Yes, that's better.
That's...
Oh, now you're off again. Oh, try again. There you go.
Is that there?
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Wow,
You got
that's
it.
strange. Okay. Yeah, so Tumeko squawks in pain, of course. He is, Okay. Can't see that guy up there. Okay. Tumeko will hide behind that wall. Oh, this isn't what I planned for. That's not good. It's going to use Mind Sliver on the one on the warg. Yeah. That's not good. Okay, yeah.
All right, attempting to infiltrate his psyche. The rider succeeds, taking only half damage.
Okay, Tomeko will tuck up into that corner and hide very carefully. If you wanted to say he can use his bonus action, he's just going to have the book out and open. He's waiting to see if something changes.
Okay. And the book is about change. Okay, I'm gonna think about that. We move over to another sharpshooter. This guy pops out. What would he look for? He sees. Oh yeah, I think he can get our shifter friend coming up the stairs, jumping into his view. Oh, not quite. How can you get him? I think you can get him by popping up here and then ducking behind this wall. Yep. Back of the head of the shifter. He's going to take his 2 arrow shots. Longbow. Oh, short bow. But it's a sharpshooter short bow. First one's coming at you with a 19 on the dice. 25 to hit. 8 piercing as you get hit in the back there, Rain. Another one with a 19. Doesn't quite punch through with your super hardy 20 armor class. Is that accurate?
Yep. Well,
All
that's
right.
the benefits of wearing magical full plate.
Yeah. Okay. And then he's gonna... he will also nimble escape and take the hide action. Let's see, he just popped out there. He has room to come back. So he's nimbly escaping once again and hidden once again. Alright, we got the warg who is mounted. Mortis, you're going to take this hit as he is mounted advantage. Well mounted, he has advantage on attack rolls against a medium or a smaller creature. Mortis, are you medium or smaller?
Hold on.
You
It
are.
might be.
You're medium. You're medium.
Oh, am I?
You
Okay.
are.
Say, am I large?
So he'll have advantage, and I think he's going to do 1 javelin attack.
Or wait, javelin or like a spear?
He's got a javelin.
Okay.
Oops, and that would have been advantage. I'm just going to roll again to see if he'll take 5 piercing, but if he gets a 20... Nope, that's all right. And then his... Actually, I think just given the situation, these guys are smart. He's going to try to hit you again. Let's see if advantage works. Nope. Oops, that's the wrong button. Melee, advantage. There we go. It does work if you hold Alt. But that time it misses. And then he is going to take a disengage action as his bonus action for his nimble escape, resulting in getting away from this Minotaur. And I'm going to say with a speed, he's going to run 30 feet over to this stairway here. All right, this fella up here is going to continue doing his chanting and such, and oh yeah, he's got some things. He is going to use a... Yeah, I think he's gonna use a spell. Oops. Let me see if you're within range. Oh yeah. This is gonna go after Rain, and this guy way up here continues trying to use his enchantment, but he can whip off a quick cantrip as a firebolt flies at you, Rain, and misses you. Wow, that lit up the whole scene. That was great.
That's a cool animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liana, you see just chaos erupting as poor Tomeko has got 2 arrows in him. This warg looks like he can definitely, or this goblin looks like he could definitely ride a warg. What is Liana, our elfish friend, doing?
So I think I'm gonna kind of run forward, kind of get myself closer to this scene. How far can I move? 30 feet or farther?
So you can move 30 feet, but if you take the dash action, it's 60 feet, but then you can't use an action.
No, I just need 30 feet. I just need to get myself a little bit closer. And then after I get closer, I'm going to target this guy up here. I think I can use this on him from this angle. I'm going to take out my crossbow.
I'm having a hard time seeing who you're targeting.
I'm also having a hard time seeing who I'm targeting. But it's going to let me target him.
There you go. I see.
Can you see it right now?
Mm-hmm. Well, yep. There you go. Nice roll on the hand crossbow, piercing this guy and his. Ooh, I wonder where the arrow hit.
So, like, is his warg a separate thing to attack, or are they, like, in
They
one?
are
Like,
one. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I could have. I actually totally could have separated them, but I'm trying to
We've
make
done
you
that
did,
before, which is
yeah.
why I asked.
Oh, did we? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you used to use the deflection thing onto the warg.
Yeah. You guys are good at remembering sessions from a year ago.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Okay, you
Yeah.
make your hand crossbow attack. Anything else?
Because can I use my cross? No, because it's. I don't think I can use my crossbow expert attack to then hit him again. Because it's
It's
not
a
a.
bonus. It's a bonus action, so you should be able.
Yeah, let's see what that
Because
says
isn't it only if
again.
it's one-handed? Let's see. I mean,
Well, your hand crossbow is a one-handed weapon.
technically a one-handed thing, yeah.
So when you use an
So in that
attack
case, I
action,
think
an
I
attack
can.
with a one-handed weapon, yeah, you could do it again. So you could just essentially make 2 hand crossbow attacks each time if you wanted. One is an action, one is a bonus. That's interesting. I don't think the crossbow expert attack feature actually rolls the crossbow, so go ahead and roll hand crossbow again.
Okay.
But it does have animations as part of it, which is interesting.
I thought so too.
16 hits as this goblin warg rider. Did it apply twice? Oh, damn, he's just hurt. Yeah, that
Yeah.
pierces him pretty good as he's trying to run up the steps here.
We're gonna just imagine that I hit the warg in the eye, but then also got the goblin in the side after I ran up on them.
Do you speak goblin?
I actually don't speak goblin, unfortunately.
Okay, you hear the warg shout something in goblin that you don't quite understand. You must be talking like the entirety of Greywall is actually Drome is all goblin as sort of common. So I'm curious how you navigate without speaking goblin.
Oh wait, you know what? I speak common tongue. Does that count?
Well, I mean it's essentially common in.
Because I am from Drome.
Well then, yes, we'll say your common is goblin.
I was gonna say I Mortis can only speak common as well, and Minotaurish, but
Minotaur.
No, I can speak a couple different things. I can speak Sylvian, Celestial, Deep Speech, and Thieves' Cant.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll call
You
your
can always
common
change out one
goblin.
of them.
Right.
You can always change out one of them with Goblin.
Yep. If you're
True,
from
but I like
Drome.
them. I may need them later on.
All right, we move, and you see this portal sort of flexing and warping, and out of the portal comes
Oh.
a creature. And you see
Oh,
this
no.
creature, this aberration, this what might have been a goblin at some point, but what it reminds you of is the sketches from Zorduc in his dorm. The double-mouthed, four-armed creature pops out of the portal, sort of looks around real quick, and it just goes immediately after Rain here. And you Rain are going to take it's got a morning star in one of its hands, as you will take that. That is a natural 20. Critical hit, as you take 8 damage, piercing damage. And then I'm sure this guy's got multi-attack. He sure does. Oh boy. I knew that you had a high AC, so I made you and Mortis. So these guys have 3 attacks. That one's going to miss. And he whips around again with one of his various hands. And you take the third one, which, yeah, the likelihood of those hitting are low. But one makes it through, dealing quite a bit of damage. You get to respond to this aberration or chase down the warg.
No, I'm absolutely like, die, abomination. All right, and I'll swing my greatsword into him.
19 will definitely hit as your greatsword slices through and quickly makes quick work of him with 15 slashing damage.
Rolled really well on damage.
Sure did.
Mortis just turns over and just yells out, "Oh, good job!" Kind of surprised that was that as simple as it was.
The Fury's power flows within me, allowing me to crush those that would oppose her might.
Anything
All right,
else, Rain?
and I'll go charge. And speaking of which, I will go charging after the warg and goblin. All right, and sadly, that is going to be my turn.
All right, we move to Mortis. Having
All
been
right.
pierced by the warg rider.
He is going to run exactly 30 feet and catch up to the warg rider. And am I targeting him?
You look like you are.
Okay. And he is going to use his battle axe. Okay. Is it an attack?
Is your battle axe an attack? It did not attack.
Yeah, no. Okay. Oh, there we are. It wasn't targeted.
19 is definitely going to hit. That was a big old flash. 7
Yep.
slashing. Yeah, describe your kill.
He runs up behind the warg and the goblin, and as the goblin's kind of like turning and looking at the creature that just got felled that came out of the portal, he's not paying attention, and Mortis just kind of does a running and jumping slash and just takes off the goblin's head.
And yeah, the warg. Yeah, how does he die?
And I was gonna say Mortis doesn't target the warg, but he just kind of like looks at it and just in that kind of way that he understands the plight of animals somewhat, so he looks at it and it's just sort of like, you can go,
And
like you're free now.
he runs off.
Oh.
And you hear him just sort of say like, "Thank you for your grace."
He can speak?
Wargs do speak Goblin. Yeah, fun fact.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, he called you a bitch earlier. Oh, that's right. That was before we figured out you spoke Goblin.
Oh, is that what he said? Well, fuck that ward.
Anything else, Mortis?
Are javelins throwables?
Yeah.
There. Hold on. How far is this?
Range javelin looks like 30 to 120, but
Oh,
pretty short.
That's perfect. The goblin on the tower is 113. So I'm gonna take my extra attack, take out a javelin, and just close one eye and aim it directly at them.
It's at disadvantage, which you would have missed.
I would have missed anyway. I almost rolled a 20.
So you are is the time of day changing? Is that what's happening? Oh my gosh.
I noticed that. I wasn't sure if that was on
Yeah,
purpose or not.
I did not plan for that.
I thought that was supposed to be like the storyline.
Well, it was evening, so I'm gonna roll with it, and yeah, y'all start to see some stars come out, I guess. I didn't know that
Alright.
I had that feature going. Okay.
Map looks cool.
So yes,
Yeah.
you have lost the javelin as it flies off into something. Okay, we move to this fella here, who is gonna jump up again. These sharpshooters need to get high ground. And then I'm going to jump in his head to make it fair. Because I have a feeling someone might die today. Oh boy. Who? Liana, I'm going to tell you, you are so lucky because between him and you is a bush. And I would give you cover, except these guys are sharpshooters. They get to ignore cover. They get ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. And attacking at long range doesn't impose a disadvantage. These guys are good. So even though you're behind a bush, he does see you poking out. He knows where you are. And he...
No, he doesn't. I'm hidden.
What's that?
I said I wish he didn't. I'm hidden.
If you had full cover, like behind a wall. So he misses with one. He takes another
Thank God.
shot with his second short bow attack. This time, another miss. Liana, you are feeling the fire from the sharpshooter. Makes 2, and then he's going to take his nimble escape. So he will, I think what he's going to do is, he's just going to pop back down. This seems to be working for him. He's not hurt yet, so he's going to pop back down beyond that wall, and he is considered hidden once again. Yeah, those shots, he's sort of... Maybe the bush helped. Tell me, Liana, how do you respond to these shots being fired from across the way?
I like feel them, even though on the image it shows that they hit me, they miss. So I feel them like fly past me. It like kind of cuts through my hair, and I whip around to see what's happening. And like just as I turn around after he shoots both of the bows, I like see him pop down and like hide behind the wall.
Yes, indeed.
So now he's spotted. So I have my sights on him now.
Tumeko, is the daylight nighttime messing with anyone's vision? Okay,
I have nighttime vision, so
great. I think I disabled vision stuff. Tumeko.
I feel so trapped. I do not know. I think I'm going to do something a little bit risky. I'm going to Misty Step. Oh, it's out of range. Crap. Oh, can I cancel that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway. Tameko's going to move 5 feet, then Misty Step.
Okay.
Up to this corner, which I can't get to otherwise, so hold on.
Yeah. Take your time.
Actually, he's going to move to here anyways, and that'll end his move. Hopefully he's not seen. I'm debating here. I think he's going to try and take an action to send a firebolt at this guy at the top of the tower.
Ooh. It's quite a distance, but I think Firebolt's, 120?
I have Spell Sniper, it's 240.
Damn!
Nice.
They are 140 feet from you.
Oh, I did target him.
Someone's targeting him. Yeah, it's probably you.
There we go, now it is.
I'm gonna jump into... maybe?
Ah.
Oh no.
Kaboosh.
As it hits the wall, you see some rubble fall from the tower, but it misses.
Okay. Based on his arcane knowledge, what's going on here?
What do you mean?
Like, does Tumeko have any idea what... Can he gather from context anything about what the weird guy had in his room, his drawings and things like that, what the goblins are doing, what the portal is, what's he trying to... Can he piece anything together here?
What have you pieced so far as a player?
I piece that they're attempting to either change these goblins into something or summon something from the portal.
Yes, the second one. There is these goblins who are not typical drome goblins. Don't know where they came from, but they seem to be wanting to create a portal that's drawing these aberrant goblinoids from somewhere.
Gotcha. Okay. So Tomeko at this point is kind of conflicted on whether or not he should let this happen. That's all.
Nice.
Another creature pops out as the enchantment continues. The portal. Does the portal flicker for y'all? I'm just curious.
No. It's stable for me.
Flickering for me.
Cool.
I mean, kinda.
It's just kind
I
of
guess.
swirling around. It's not
Yeah. it's
flickering.
swirling.
It's just like a purple and then like black bubbles floating around in the middle of it.
Gotcha. Well, this fella comes out of it, looks around, and just immediately goes after you, Liana.
Of course.
Well, you are the closest target. And it has... Let's see. It's just gonna... You know, I imagine because of all the arms and such. First, it's gonna... Oh, what is this feature? Oh, that's good to know. Okay. Don't mind me. As it attacks with a 19 on the dice, is going to hit with its Morningstar. You are wounded from a 6. It's got 2 more. It's going to come at you with 1 more Morningstar hit, and that will hit. Oh no, Liana's getting damaged. That's another 8, as you are down to 4 hit points, and then it's got a spear in one of its hands, which it will hit with a 15. Is Liana down? Liana perfectly 4 down. You are unconscious as this thing snarls and looks around for more targets. We've got this sharpshooter.
R.I.P.
Well, you're not dead. There is unconsciousness.
Oh, I'm just knocked out?
Yep, there's knocked out. When it's your turn, you'll make a death save, and if you do 3 rounds of that, if you make 3 saves, you sort of become stable but unconscious. 3 fails, you result in dying for real, and your friends can help you along the way. I do blind death saves, so you won't actually know how you're doing. So for the next few rounds, it's up to your friends to determine what they want to do if they want to save you, and complicates the battle, I would say. So hang tight, Liana, as I will come to you. You're welcome to add to the story by saying what your unconsciousness is like, if you had any flashes of your life and such, but I'll let you know if you die. All right.
Okay.
This fella here, he needs some high ground because he can't see much. I think he's going to pop up here. Can he get there? 25 feet? Let me make him not hidden since he's revealed himself. And let's see what he can see from there. Who is that? Gosh. Oh, he can see Tomeko. Way out there. He can see you. Oh, that's funny. I just jumped into your head trying to click on you. Okay. So Tomeko, you're like, I'm going to target him. So with Tomeko targeted. Sorry, I got to zoom in on you to see if I've got you targeted. I just learned that you can target in the turn order. I didn't know that. Fun facts. Okay. This sharpshooter is coming at you with his short bow. Oh, but he gets to ignore long range, doesn't he? 24 to hit as another arrow. Oh no. Are you down? He's down. So he's
The wizard goes down.
He
Surprise.
is. And you know, this guy's not gonna waste his other arrow because he doesn't see anyone. He sees you drop. He's gonna take that or hide action once again, and we are left with the 2 high AC folks.
I'm gonna turn to Rain and say, can you get down there and deal with them? I'm gonna try and see if I can. Yes, I'm gonna see if I can rush them down. Thank you.
Even the one that doesn't seem to like me.
All right. Mortis, you're not prone, are you?
No.
Okay. This sorcerer is going to use... Ooh. It's the range that's killing me on these things. Let's see.
I know I'm 113 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Perfect. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray on... I think because I can change targets with that. So first, Scorching Ray on you. That's 3 targets. Oh, I can do this. 1, 2, maybe. Buckle my shoe. No. Scorching Ray. 1, 2. Oh, do I have to shift click there? Maybe? There we go. It doesn't like choosing the same target twice. We'll do that for now. I forget what the button is to do it. Darn you, Scorching Ray. I'll have to check out that. Okay, let's try it again. You are going to Scorching Ray these fellows here. Just come on, Foundry. 1. Consume spell slot. Nice. That will hit you, Mortis, with a 21, 4 damage. And it says that you can hurl 1 at a time or several. Make a spell attack for each one. So these ones just won't consume the spell slot. So another one coming at Mortis. And then I have to see, are you 120 feet there from the Goblin Wizard? Oh, 129.5 or 0.9 Rain. You are saved by a foot as he will use the last target on Scorching Ray. So that all 3 of them will go to you, Mortis, as that one misses.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, sorry that one took so long. I gotta figure out how to use multi-attack. Okay, Liana, you, oh, I'm making a private death save for Liana. You guys see my private dice rolls? Great.
No.
Just checking.
Oh, I do. I see. I see the dice rolling with question marks.
Great.
Where I presumably get saved. Hopefully, maybe.
All right, we move to the top of the turn order. Rain.
All right. Well, Rain is going to move over here. That's her move action, and then she is going to cast Misty Step. And she'll teleport right next to her elfish companion, and then she will lay on hands her. Let's see if I can do a little target.
Lay on hands your bonus?
No.
Oh, Misty Step's bonus. Gotcha.
Yeah, Misty Step is bonus, yes. And this should be my action.
You should be able to target her with it.
Okay, I think I hit. Did I hit?
How do you feel about running up next to this fella?
She definitely snarls at him.
Ooh.
That mini is hand painted by yours truly. Well,
Yeah, no,
digitally
that's
hand painted.
well done.
Thanks. I've been really getting into that piece of the hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how you did that?
Yeah, I mean, I found the model, but then I painted it myself, digitally speaking.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
I've been blessed. Wow.
All right,
Lay
I'm
on
gonna heal you
hands.
for 15 hit points.
Oh, fantastic. I will go ahead and apply that. You will be prone, but you feel this energy coming at you. Do you want to describe how it feels to have this paladin lay his hands on, or her hands on you?
It just feels incredible. I feel power flowing through my veins. I'm kind of like knocked out, and my eyes start to flutter as I'm like coming back to consciousness.
You look
Embrace
up.
the passion of the fury. She says as she heals you.
You look up at the star-filled purple sky, remembering where you are, and you think of that purple portal and the creature that has stabbed you, which is also standing over you, snarling and drooling. Anything else, Rain?
That's all I can do.
All right. Mortis.
Yay!
All right. I'm going to just dash, right up to the.
I'm sorry, up to what?
Up to the wall. Oh wait, I just realized I can dash 70 feet because I have 40. Wait, is dash double my movement?
Dash would put your movement to 80 feet because you have 40.
Okay, yeah, cool. So I think I can get up to. Because I can't see them, but I thought one of them was like.
Oh,
Like-
they are hidden. So if you want to, I have to remind myself what the hidden rules are, but I think you have disadvantage to hit them, unless.
No, but I'm running up. Wait, one of them over here. I just don't know like
Right, but
where did I see the arrows come?
Yeah, but they had that disengage action, which gave them the hide action. So if we look at hide, when they take the hide action, so essentially you would have to. Oh my gosh, because he's an unseen attacker, you can try to see him. You have disadvantage, but this is true whether you're guessing his location or targeting a creature you can hear but not see. When a creature can't see you, you have advantage on attack rolls against it. If you are hidden, both unseen and unheard, when you make an attack, you give away. So yeah, you can essentially try to. I have a GM in here. GM Grandmaster, what's the rules on hide?
I think you have to have at least, I want to say, like half cover, and I think you can hide.
Right, so he's been hidden, but how does Mortis try to find him to hurt him, or does he just have disadvantage on the attack?
I
think you just.
Let's see. He can make. I mean, he can make an active perception roll to try to find him.
I'll
yeah,
say
otherwise
that
he would.
you have disadvantage unless you make a perception roll to find him, and he's gonna-
Okay, before
Granted,
when
that
I
would probably sacrifice his action. So I guess it's up to you. But it
Oh.
doesn't sacrifice your bonus action.
It's up to you.
yeah,
So
but
either
then I can't dash. So
So
you know
just
what?
wanna
I
take
can
the disadvantage attack.
no, I can see the wizard at the top.
Okay.
So I'm going to make her life really, really difficult here in a second, and I'm going to just full send it up the stairs.
How many feet did you already move?
60 to get to where I was, and then an extra 20 to get up the stairs where I am right now.
Oh, gotcha. I was thinking you were.
So,
All
no, I
right.
can't get all the way up there, but close.
You got it.
Excuse me, guys. I got a little nature calls.
Yeah. My games are not break games. All right. As you start to dash up the stairs, this guy makes himself known. He pops up and is going to target you, Mortis, in order to stop you from whatever you're trying to do to interrupt the process. He's going to shoot 2 short bow attacks at you. The first one is going to miss as you just run right past, goes through your cape flowing behind you. The next one also a miss, and he will take his bonus disengage or hide action as he darts back behind the wall.
This wizard's gonna have a really hard time concentrating when she's falling off the top of this tower.
We'll see. Poor Tumeko is unconscious, and I will take note of Tumeko's result. Tumeko, any words on your unconsciousness or how it felt as you lost consciousness?
As Tomeko lies there on the ground, slowly dying, the book shakes and swirls in bluish magic and shakes and glows. Clearly, the book is beyond Tomeko.
Sure.
And Tomeko is separate from the book.
This fellow here, having seen Rain revive Liana, is going to have advantage on its first attack against her because he sees her get some breath, and I believe that's right. Is that melee has advantage on someone prone? Pretty sure.
I'm targeted.
Yeah. Do you see that when you're targeted?
No.
Oh.
At least I don't.
Oh, there we go. With a 17, you get blasted by a morning star, and then it turns to rain because it's not that bright. And rain is going to take a spear from one of its many hands. And that is a 20 to hit. And then because he's not very bright and it's just a creature, it's got a hand axe, but that will have disadvantage against you, Liana. And that does what miss, so it's just like arms are flying everywhere. One gets you, one gets Rain. The hand crossbow shoots, and that is that creature. Goblin sharpshooter that was hiding pops out from behind a wall and sees Mortis climbing up the steps and is going to do their thing, which is going to involve 2 short bow shots. 9. This one, you know what? I think he is so intent on stopping you. Instead of using his nimble escape, he's going to use steady aim, and he's going to take careful aim at you. And if he hits, it's going to deal an extra damage. So this one will result in extra damage if he hits.
Come on, 18 AC.
19 is a hit. So
Dang.
he will use his steady aim feature, usability. That should maybe apply to you. Just one more. But he is now vulnerable.
Can they hide again?
He can't because that is a bonus action, and his bonus action was to steady aim. So that one is exposed.
Can he hide next turn?
What are you talking about? Mortis hide?
No, the goblin.
Do you want him to hide?
No, I'm saying it on his next turn, can he hide?
Sure, why not?
Okay, I just was curious.
Yeah, all goblins have nimble escape, so they could take the disengage or hide as a bonus action. And to play a goblin well, they attack and then they hide. That is their thing. Oh man, because of the angle of the tower though, this goblin sorcerer is not going to be able to target you, but Rain is definitely a target. So this time, ooh. I gotta check out the sheet real quick. One second. I do like the idea of let me see it for a second. As you are climbing up the steps, Mortis, the duration. Oh yeah, yep, that's what she's gonna do. This goblin sorcerer is going to target themselves and levitate. So they're going to use a second level spell to levitate, and they're going to pop up. I don't think it needs a. What is the Constitution saving throw? Oh, because I guess if it's an unwilling creature, that would be fun. I didn't even think about that. Okay, popping up 20 feet in the air. Oops, let me stop. I couldn't see where 20 feet was. Let's try again. Popping up 20 feet. Wow. Boom. Good luck trying to get that one there. All right. Liana.
Demeko good.
Liana, you're
Okay,
still
so-
conscious. You got smacked as soon as you woke up. Morning Star, a big old spiky ball hitting you right in your torso.
So I'm just gonna come right against this asshole who keeps trying to kill me. And like from my laying down position, I'm just gonna try to stab up at him, maybe like up through his neck, through his mouth, or whatever it may be.
Yeah. What are you using?
My rapier.
You got it.
Oh. Like, it's not letting me. Hold on.
Looks like you're targeting him.
It says that I lack permission to do this. Is it because I'm laying down that it's not letting me?
That's odd. I mean, I will make you unprone, but I don't know why you would lack permission to attack. Unless you're targeting yourself.
No, I definitely clicked him. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I don't think you have disadvantage for making a... Oh, there's wounded. And you can...
Beautiful. And then I'm gonna do my bonus expert attack with my crossbow. Well, I did that. Did it hit him actually? No, I'm just gonna use my crossbow since I think when I click that it doesn't actually attack him.
You're right. It just sees the keyword crossbow. Ooh, that was close to being a 20. It was not, but it still hits. So, yes, describe your kill. And I'm imagining you're still on the ground for this.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend I'm still on the ground. So after I was graciously brought back up by Rain, I stayed on the ground even as he hit me down again. I took my rapier and I just jabbed it up through his two mouths. He kind of went back. He was shocked. He's like bleeding, gushing from his mouth. And as he's like, with it in his mouth, we're pretending. I take my crossbow and I just shoot him and it brings him down. And then I rip my rapier back out from his throat.
As he drops. All right. Rain, are you back with us?
Indeed I am.
Excellent. As Liana had come to consciousness, that creature had gotten her and you a little bit before Liana took him out.
Well done.
And we also had some developments with the goblin wizard up in the tower has begun to levitate as Mortis begins to run towards the top of the tower.
All right. Okay. All right. Rain is going to dash over to Tumeko.
Ever the paladin.
Yep.
You are 53.9 feet away, so you could probably get there. I'll just, imagine some of those walls slow you down a little bit, but you get
Yep.
there.
And all right, and I guess
That's with your dash,
at
right?
the range. Okay, and then I'll just actually for my bonus action, Liana, I will give you Shield of Faith
Awesome.
as my bonus action.
All
I
right.
might need to move myself back temporarily, but we'll see if it pops or not. Oh, okay, it did pop.
Oof.
So it says +2 bonus for the duration. What does it mean by duration?
I think it's like 10 minutes.
Oh,
It
okay.
is 10 minutes. Yep. So pretty much.
Or when I
whole...
end my or when I lose concentration or end concentration.
Yep.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's all I can do.
Did you target her for that?
I thought I did.
Let me just check to
I
see
hit
if the
T on her.
effect. No, I'll go ahead and edit your armor class real quick. It might have not worked. I'm just gonna give you 15 instead of 13, so you don't have to worry about that, Liana.
Nice. Thank you.
Mortis. Mortis? Muted Mortis.
I am. I was talking. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to do the thing barbarians do,
Oh,
and rage.
almost forgot you were a barbarian.
Yeah, right. So it's normally I'm a fighter. I don't know why I did 2 damage to her. But when I raged, it just did 2 damage to the wizard. I don't know why. But I am going to pull out another javelin because I have 4, and I'm going to attack her with javelin.
Just chuck it straight up in the air. Oh, that's gonna fly wide.
I am going to chuck another one.
Oh, 24 is gonna hit
There we
her.
go. So,
9
and now
piercing.
that I am raging, she is now afflicted. She was the first person I hit. She is afflicted with ancestral protectors.
Oh shit.
So, starting with spectral warriors appear when you enter your rage. While you're raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn becomes the target of the warriors, which hinders its attacks until the start of your next turn. That target has disadvantage on any attack rolls that isn't against you, and when the target hits a creature other than you with an attack, that creature has the damage dealt by the attack. The effects of the target ends early if you defense. So if she hits anyone that is not me, it's going to not work very well.
Gotcha. Should I mark her with
Bonus
something?
action, extra attacks. Hold on, let me see. It says passive.
What feature is that? Can you just throw it in? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens if you... I wonder if that'll do anything if you target her with that.
So I did target her and I used it and it didn't do anything, so.
Okay. We will keep it in mind.
All right. And I haven't moved yet, so I'm gonna keep. Actually, no, I'm not gonna keep walking up the stairs. No, yeah, I take it back. I am. I just want to get out of their line of sight. So I'm going to get part way up the stairs, right. So I can get up to about this level.
Okay.
Wait, no, a little bit farther. Sorry, it's having weird.
No, I hear you.
Okay, so about here, and I'm going to be as close as I can to the pillar so that she has to like actively move to look at me.
You got it. Let's get rid of some of those arrows. All right. We move to this fella who is not too happy with you going after his boss. He's gonna pop up and take some shots at you in an attempt to stop you. There we go. Short bow, boom. 1. Nope, that's not gonna do it. 2. Gosh, you are unstoppable. I think, let me just check out these guys' features real quick. Oh gosh, they're just all just about rangers. Okay. Well, he's gonna take his hide action and try to. Yeah, he's gonna duck back this way. Considering it's dark, we'll say he's successful. Temeko, you are still unconscious.
I am indeed. And the book is still glowing ever more ferociously, even as Rain is looking at it.
All right.
By the way, just out of curiosity, so I threw the javelins at the witch earlier. Did I pick any of them up on the way over here? No. Or are there any that I can't?
I would say they flew far enough away, because you were far enough away that when you missed, it would have gone like, sort of off map. It would probably be too much effort to just, like, they're not lying nearby on your path.
Okay. The one that hit the wizard, did it fall down? Like, did she take it out of her and then throw it down? Or I just want to know if, like, I get up there, I can pick it up.
Good question. I'm gonna say it's still in her.
Oh. All right. Fair enough.
Pulling these things out could be dangerous.
Yeah.
This fella is gonna pop out from that wall once again. Mortis threatening. Oh yeah, he didn't pop in the wall. He did like something else. Oh yeah, he did his. So both of these shots are gonna. Wait, let me see. Oh, it's only one bonus action he can use. So one will be steady aim. I'm gonna say the first one because I think I probably have to call it. Come on, you high AC mother effer. Nope. All right, steady aim is gone for that one. Second shot. That one will hit. Should have chose the second one. 6 as Mortis is wounded, and I will update his steady aim to only include 1 left.
Did he actually come up here?
Yeah, he jumped up on that platform there, and he used his steady aim as a bonus, so he's there.
Good to know. All right.
You could see him, right? Yeah.
Yep.
The sorcerer. Oh, I don't think I named her as a sorcerer yet. She sees you coming, and I would say, oh boy. Let me just make sure I can use this before I use it. Okay. While floating in the air, she sort of turns in an eerie way as we move to this thing. Bada boom. Bada bing. Oh no. Fire erupts around you, Mortis, as oh, that was not where the template was supposed to go. Fire erupts around you, consuming these bricks a little bit. You, having a dexterity save, you succeeded just barely on 8d6, 41 fire damage. You still took half of that. That was 20, as fire just all around you. Good thing you saved, like literally.
She's gotta be running low on spell slots soon. So
that was her only 3rd level, so she is hurting. Liana, you are still prone.
So, if I were to take a potion of healing, would that help me? Mostly?
Yeah, that would be. Do you have a potion of healing?
I do.
Yeah, you could target yourself and use it. It should just be a 2d4 plus 2.
I'm just gonna target myself.
Mm-hmm.
Please ignore my cat if you can hear her meowing in the background.
Meow. We were at the Humane Society today. Well, that's out of game, but we could talk about cats because I almost brought one home today.
Oh, you should have. I am trying to convince Alden to let me get a third cat.
A third. All right. Did the targeting work?
It says, would you like to use this? Yes. I think I
Yeah.
can use it. I'm just gonna click usability. I think that's what it means.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, that was pretty good on the dice roll for your potion. 2d4 plus 2 is 9. I think you could only get 10.
Is that enough to get me up though?
Oh, you could stand up. That's free.
Oh, I can stand up on my own.
Yeah, it's half your movement
All
to
this
stand.
time.
I thought you wanted to increase your healing, but yeah, you stand up. That's half your
No,
movement.
I do want to increase my healing.
And if you wanted to say that you stood up last time, then I'll give you your full movement since you didn't know.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
you got
okay.
30 feet of movement, or you could dash for 60.
Yeah,
wait,
I'm gonna
no, I'm
dash
sorry.
for 60. Oh,
I'm
can I use
sorry.
my face step or no? Since I just healed.
You can't use your dash because you just healed and potions action. Your phase step? Is that what you said?
Don't I have face step? Yeah.
Can you throw it in chat by clicking on it?
Yes, hold on. Oh wait, hold on.
Is it phase step? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I don't even know.
I'm clicking on it. Oh, there we go. Do you see it?
Oh, phase step. I was like, what am I hearing? All right. That's just a momentary mishearing. Immediately after using
not
your
that
phase
one.
step.
This one.
That's the summer. Gotcha. Not that one.
Not that one.
His phase step.
I don't know if it's.
I
I'm
think
clicking
face
it.
step is like a Mistwalker. Because if you look at more details, it says as a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm clicking on it, but it's just wanting me to actually make the roll. Like use it. Like okay, I'm just gonna click usability so you can see it.
Sure.
Can you see it now?
Yes, I sure can. As a bonus action, you can teleport up to 30 feet. Yes, you can use that as a bonus action. You have your bonus action still.
So I can move 30 feet and then so I can move 60 feet essentially. Because could my main action be moving and then an additional 30 with face step?
Yes. That's true. Yes, you can do that.
Cool. Okay, let me just see which direction I want to go in.
Oh, and at 3rd level, because you're 5th level, that's where it gains the additional bonus, which is your summer, which is if there's a creature within 5 feet of you after your phase step, they take 3 fire damage. So. But that's
I'm kind of like precariously on the edge, but that was 58. So I'm just gonna like move like just like a little bit so I'm like actually on the ground.
Yep, because we're in a 3D environment and sometimes these numbers are a little off or whatever, then yes, there's a 5-foot wiggle room.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do that so I'm actually on the platform itself. And then that's the end of my turn.
You got it. We move to round 5. I'm noticing the time. Is everyone good to go a little over to see where this goes? I think it'll only be maybe 15
Yeah, I'm
minutes.
fine with wrapping up the fight at least.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, running out the fight.
I don't know. I thought I was going to keep
Maybe. But getting to a decent place at least.
Yeah. Rain?
Okay, well, Rain, on this, our troubled Kenku friend over here, I will cast Cure Wounds as a 1st level spell slot.
Very kind of you.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh. I was going to say, that should have some fancy animation. Tomeko,
right, I'll just say to him,
yeah.
I will say to him, by the Fury's power and grace, you are saved. May you appreciate it and honor her. Or risk her wrath.
Meko shoots awake and grabs a book from the ground next to him and squawks loudly at Rain.
And she just kind of growls at you.
All right. Anything else, Rain?
Nope, that's my turn. That's all I can do.
Mortis.
All right. I'm actually going to run back down the stairs a little bit. And I'm just going to attack this goblin. This goblin behind me.
Sure.
And I'm going to use battle axe. One hit.
Whip out your battle axe. It misses.
Ew, wow.
Oh yeah, baby.
And another hit. Oh,
Ouch! This time, as he's teetering on the edge here, you swing the axe. He sort of grabs it and like chucks it, and you've lost your battle axe. It's behind in the ruins back here.
all right. So I'm just gonna pull out my. I go to my hip, pull out my hand axe, and then I'm going to duck under the. I'm gonna duck under the building, so that the wizard or the sorcerer can't see.
Okay, that'll be an opportunity attack for this guy.
Melee.
Yeah, he's got a javelin that he's gonna whip out, and as you're sort of getting out of his range, he tries to slice at your.
He has disadvantage on that, by the way, because
son of a
because I'm
gun.
raging.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking. That's why I was specifically saying melee.
Well, it has to be melee because.
I'm just wondering if it was like Star Wars rules, but that's just mostly blasters, so that's probably why it's different.
A lot of blasters in Star Wars. All right, he misses you with that 12, even though I didn't get the disadvantage to roll. 12's not going to hit. So you duck down under there. This fella here, he was actually waiting for you to jump up the back end, but since you didn't, what is his speed? Can he jump up there to try to get rid of Mortis? 21, 26. Oh, he can get right where his friend is. So he's going to hop up those stairs. Oh my gosh. You know what? This frickin' pillar. Oops, he's like on top of his friend. That's not what I intended. I think... Where are you? Yeah, he's gonna... He is 10 feet above you, so he's just gonna use his wonderful feature. Short bow. Right on top of you, Mortis, as he tries to pin you in this little alcove here. 23 will hit on that first one. Oh my gosh. And you're unconscious. Mortis is down. This fellow, once he knocks you down, he's going to... You know what? I think he's just going to try to stick one in you, possibly giving you 2 automatic failed death saves, but this will be at... Oh, wait. I didn't do disadvantage on his attack, did I? Because he has disadvantage, right? Mortis.
Sorry. Let me read something. He actually... Is it piercing damage that he did?
It is... Well, I thought he had disadvantage because the rage thing, but he did piercing, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Here, let me... Can I put rage in the chat? How do I do that?
I should be able to... I could just look it up.
Because...
You have to like click on it from your
You have advantage
like
on strength.
inventory features.
You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Is that what you're trying to refer to?
Yeah, because it says you gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws, melee damage with strength weapons, resistance bludgeoning.
I was wondering
wait,
about when
what's
you said that you had that feature that made the sorcerer your target.
Oh, I may have been wrong with the disadvantage thing. Actually, I thought I read something different. Okay, never mind. I think I just have resistance.
Okay, so resistance
But
though, it would have been 9 piercing, and so you had 7, so it should have been 4. So you got 3. hit points. I don't know why it didn't have that resistance thing. I'm gonna pop you up to 3.
Okay.
Make you not prone, but he's still got another shot on you.
Okay, and then she still has it because I've been hit, and I've either melee attacked or I've been hit every turn. So
Oh.
my rage is still active, and so she still has those guardians on her
Gotcha.
until I go down.
Well,
Like if I go down to this, then yeah, okay, they're gone.
So that 5 would have been 2, right? So you
Wait.
actually have 1.
No way, really.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
So you are hanging on by a thread. Now he's going to use his disengage hide deal and pop away from that spot and duck into the shadows. Whew. All right. Mortis hanging on to Meko. What's the first thing you say? Did we already do that?
Temeko smacks Rain away with his staff.
Oh, yeah.
Basically like a don't touch me thing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, doesn't properly express gratitude, but whatever. He's a bird. He will stand up and use half his movement to do so.
Okay.
I can't remove the prone status on my own, just by the way.
That is
I don't
an
know.
interesting thing that is happening.
Yeah. He's going to send a firebolt to that guy in the sky there.
Oh. That's. I'm sure you've calculated the distance.
It is 200 and...
Oh, that's right. 147 feet.
Spell sniper.
Yeah. 20 as it flies through. Woo! Was that 19 fire damage? What?
2d10.
Yeah, no.
Oh wow, you actually almost rolled. You almost rolled perfectly. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Describe,
I mean, or ghetto crit.
Describe your kill.
So he smacks away Rain, he shuffles out, looks at the sorcerer in the sky, and he opens the book, smacks some ash from the book. Like there's a little pocket of ash in there, smacks it on the staff and squeezes it down, and then there's a bolt of fire that fires out at the wizard in the sky. But it's like sparkly, with like fireworks.
Yeah.
And then there's no wizard.
And yeah, it drops. It like turns. Does the wizard turn into ash, or does the body drop and hit the top of the tower?
He's just kind of vaporized.
All right.
Vaporized.
Any movement to Meko?
Temeko will try and discreetly move back into some better cover.
Okay.
Trying to get it there, but Rain's it. Hold on.
Sure. This goblin sees what happens, and oh boy, I think he is going
Let's
to.
move there. Here's my cover. You
Um,
can probably still see me from there, but that's okay.
the portal closes. If it's
Aha.
open. Does the portal close? Can you still see it? I don't know.
I can still see it, but no big deal.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know why it's not letting me, but it's closed. This guy is. I think both of these guys are going to basically take the dash, or not the dash, but the hide action, and there's enough terrain and such that they're at the edge of the map, that they're able to successfully get away as they dart off after their leader has been defeated and the portal is closed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end combat there. Yeah. Ooh. Oh no. I forget.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. I'm just thinking about how I want to do this. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Sure. You all will now have access to loot the bodies if you want. But how is everyone's reaction after the sorcerer gets incinerated? Oh, did it pop up? I wasn't sure.
It did.
Oh,
I see like the little box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So it should be so anyone can. Oh, I have it on confirm receipt. I'm just going to change it so anyone can take anything, but you can go ahead and take that Morning Star, Liana.
Awesome.
So feel free to check out as you scrummage through the bodies. Yeah, how do y'all react to?
Temeko takes nothing. He just
Such a beautiful
observes.
bolt. Such a beautiful bolt. It seems the Fury is with you, for she has given you vengeance. And,
She
Um,
definitely stayed beside us in this battle.
yes. Yes, that
Mortis,
she does.
Mortis is
And,
under the tower still, and now he's just kind of coughing up blood.
okay, well, she'll say
Oh,
that,
oh,
and
okay.
then she'll go running over. She'll go running over to you, Mortis. And I'll definitely hit you, just because of your sheer awesomeness this fight. She's gonna hit you at the 2nd level Cure Wounds.
And as he spits out that last little bit of blood and the cure wounds gets casted, he kind of perks up and looks at her. He's like,
The Fury, heal this mighty warrior, for he has done great things today, and honored your will.
Mm.
"Well, thank you. Uh, but sadly, it wasn't me taking out that goblin up there. It was I still don't know how he did it, but
Yes,
that
well,
that bird certainly
it
did a
was
good
a
hit.
firebolt. It was a firebolt, but the Fury was the one who brought him back to life. He expressed it some unfortunate ingratitude, but very well. Very well. He will live with the consequences of it.
Well, certainly saved me. This wasn't the brightest move, but you
It was
know,
brave, it was passionate, it was courageous. All of those are qualities. Qualities that I respect and one my goddess does.
well, hopefully, if I end up ever dying this way, your goddess will respect the afterlife as well. And then, kind of goes and gets up. I guess. So we're the point of us being here. Look at that, right?
To look at what?
To look at the runes, right? Like that was the whole point of us being here, or it
Well,
was to clear it
Well,
out.
Zorduc said
see
that it
what
was
like
occupied, and he wanted
yeah,
to see if his dreams were true.
and they were. So
So, in
we don't
order
have any
to,
proof of it besides our...
yeah, what do you take back proof? That's a good question.
Oh, can we take back the head of a goblin?
If you want.
I was gonna say I'd
I
take
would.
the sorcerer's hat.
Okay,
I want to take the head of a goblin.
you got it. And did you all add the 25 gold at the beginning of the quest, or no?
I did not.
Okay. Um,
I
So
could do that.
tell you
I'll
what,
let him know.
just to fast pace it, I'm gonna distribute the oh my gosh, that is not what I wanted. Well, go ahead and make sure that you get 50 gold total, so 25 from the first half, 25 from the second half. We're gonna assume that you make it back, whether you camped overnight, you make it back to Hydra Halls, and Zorduc ushers you in, and he says, "Oh, you lived. I saw death. I saw a morning star and an elf, and here you stand. Okay, okay. What happened at the ruins of Shuruk-Tal? Did you go? Did you find it?
Yeah,
There certainly
we
was
did.
death, but not from us.
There was
There was some kind of cult there, opening up a portal to another realm.
a cult.
And
What's in the
that
bag?
summoned.
Your bag is
Yes, they were
leaking.
goblins, but they were not Dhakaani. Dhakaani or
Oh, my bad.
Gargoyles.
Mhm.
They and they summoned forth abominations, creatures that were once goblins, but had been transformed into unspeakable abominations.
Show me. Sketch it. Sketch it.
I can't
Perhaps
sketch it for you, but I
perhaps
do
the other
have a
two can.
present for you. Though.
Oh, yes, treasures. Excellent.
And then I'll just drop this bag right here for you.
Do you
And I
put it
just
on his
thunk right
table
on the
of maps
table.
and sketches and stuff?
You know what? I'm not gonna be an asshole. I just drop it right on the ground, and it kind of just rolls out of the bag
And he goes,
onto his feet.
and he like jumps back and he goes, and he turned like his shifts to like a scientific mind and he goes, a Dolgrim.
Dolgrim?
That's what we
What?
found at the rooms.
You
What is
found a
that?
Dolgrim. It's a thing of legends, a thing of Zoriat, a thing of aberration. Dolgrim, they're not from this plane. They're warped. They're evil. I've
Evil, you say?
I've got to dream more. I've got to sleep more. I've got to
Worse than the
dream lily.
silver flame?
Have you any dream lily?
Yes, I do. I do, in fact. I do have some Dream Lily.
Yes, dream lily.
Do you have anything? Do you have anything to drink? Me and my companions could use some.
Drink. No. Bludgeon. Do you have bludgeon? I need bludgeon.
I don't know what that is.
Umeko mimics need to dream, and he gestures to smack the guy over the head with his staff.
Yes, I need to dream. Dream lily. Do you have dream lily?
Tumeko
Okay.
hands his staff to Mortis.
All right, Rain will offer him
Oh.
Dream Lily, but she does want something for it. So if he's got
Yes.
anything to drink,
I'm gonna.
she'll exchange it.
I would say because the image shows a little mug, he gives you a little mug, and it's just a tea. It's lukewarm. It's and he says here, and he takes the dream lily, and he says, oh, okay, go, so I can
Yeah,
dream.
and before we go, after Meko hands and we get our payment, he hands me a staff. I take it and baseball player swing to make him really dream.
Okay, as he chugs the dream lily and you knock him out, do you guys close the door or do you rifle through his shit?
Tumeko takes just a couple of his drawings, just because he's curious.
Sure. Yeah, you take some drawings.
Most
I
interesting ones.
The what?
Most interesting ones.
Okay. Yeah. In addition to some of these Dolgrim sketches, you also see similar aberrations that look like hobgoblins with almost like mind flayer tentacles, as well as bugbears that seem to have similar extra limbs and just awful things popping out of their face.
Mortis isn't gonna rifle through because he feels that he's above that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to say he did, with my nat 20 intimidation, he did reveal where his secret stash is for anyone less lawful than me.
He did. I was curious. He's knocked out if you all want to take advantage, but otherwise he may, you realize, be a source of information for future ruins if he trusts you. In the meantime,
I'd rather keep him as a source.
Yeah, he does have his uses there. Besides, he did honor his payment.
Everyone.
Although, would you all like to enjoy a cup of tea? And she goes to look for his tea stash and sees if she can make us use his tea stash to make us all some hot tea.
Absolutely. As you go through his stash of tea, you find that there is an interesting jar among some of his dried fruits and berries. There is a jar of berries that are steeping in blood.
Okay.
All right. Well, she's happily just says, "These look delicious."
Do you eat them?
And yeah, she pops a few for herself and then offers them to everyone else.
Gross.
Okay.
Yeah, Mortis kind of like looks it over and just says, well, I hope that's not something sentience blood.
Hmm.
Hmm. To be
If it was
continued.
sentient, if it was sentient, it was weak. And now, and it will give me. I'm sure it will give it. It will give me strength or make me strong. And then she pops a couple.
Just as you laugh and pop those other couple, you get this like flash of a dwarvish female in her 40s. Like you're in her head, you're in her memory, and she is overfilled with joy and euphoric love on her wedding day as she walks down the aisle. There is a dwarvish band. There is ornate columns of beautiful marble on this like cliffside with a perfect day ocean side, and it's just a flash, but your heart is filled and a little tear comes out of your eye of just this feeling of the perfect day.
Ah, memories. A perfect day. So wonderful. And maybe 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 still under the effects of that. She gives a bride's kiss to Mortis.
Okay,
Okay.
everyone roll 2d20 for me. Oh, did Tumeko have to leave?
Yeah. Six and a 4.
Okay. Let's start with Rain. I'm just going to do some rumors, and this will possibly see next adventure. So, Rain with a 10. You overhear people in the town saying something along the lines of the Dhakaani had powerful weapons, but I hear some of them are so cursed you'll wish you were a blood gin addict.
Blood genetic.
A blood gin addict. You also
Hmm.
hear Rain. I should take note of these rumors so that way we know. 10, 7. Okay, you also hear Army of the Damned really painted Carnathy in a bad light, but what a show. Mortis, you hear likely socced up on that blood gin on the streets. And number 6, you hear Kethelrax is expanding his territory from the south, absorbing warlords as his own minions. And finally, Liana with a 7. Let's see. 7 and a 12. So 7 was already the one that was shared about Army of the Damned. Really painted Carnathy in a bad light, but what a show. And then 12, you hear the Minotaurs of Tarakbar's Fist are still raiding for the sake of raiding. I say they're doing the daughters' work, but some say the daughters aren't too happy with them.
Interesting.
And that is where we will end tonight. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to go ahead and stop the